Hello. Testing. Yes, you can hear me, but I can't see any comments once again. Goody. That helps. And the laptop is telling me that the hard drive is absolutely full, even though there's fuck all on it. Brilliant. Right, where are we? Rerum Trading. Hey, Rerum Trading. How you doing? Right. Let me just get me bearings because that's really throwing me off now. The laptop kicking off saying you haven't got any space on your laptop. Swig on me tea. Hey, K&L Collectibles. Hey, Nedesy Croy. Willie Woodson. Hey, guys. How you doing? Well, Sebastian. Hello, Sebastian. Okay. So we got an interesting topic to talk about. And Tater Squad in the house and Donny Daz. Hey, guys. It's all to do with, Michael Myers. Is all thanks to Moxie, really. She mentioned something to me on the phone yesterday. I sent her a picture, and Mugwump in the house. Hey, Mugwump. I sent her a picture of the Breetoons James Courtney head sculpt. You know, the picture where he's holding the mask that you saw on the latest video to go up on the channel. By the way, it's very rare that a Michael Myers video that I upload would get to 1,000 views that quickly. I think in under 24 hours. So that's really cool that happened, and it's really cool for Breetoons because a lot of people are seeing his work. That's really nice. But I sent a picture to Moxie, and she's basically just put the idea in my head about whether Michael Myers can feel pain or not. And we were talking about it, and we were talking about it today as well on the phone. And then we started looking up what that condition might be known as. But then we also, I discovered afterwards that it's already kind of been documented, the condition that Michael Myers is suffering from, called catatonia. And it says, Michael has a disorder called catatonia. Michael Myers is sometimes disabled from moving whenever he sits or stands. This makes sense because it explains why Michael walks after his victims rather than runs. He exhibits stupor, which is an inherited disorder. So it's already been documented that Michael Myers has catatonia. But it's interesting because there's so many screenshots of things we got to talk about. The Flash Hot Toys figure outfit is rotting. Someone has it. The new Batman suit that we can see from the Flash film. Got to talk about that monstrosity. Evil Dead 2 Asmus have unveiled the Ash's girlfriend's severed head picture. There's lots of stuff, but we'll stick with the Michael Myers thing for now. But then it's interesting because, especially in Halloween 2018, there's definitely scenes where, and if you want to chime in on this, guys, feel free to do a super chat because there's so many comments. You have to find a way to make it stand out if you want to chime in on this one. In Halloween 2018, the two English investigative. I have trouble saying the word journalist. We'll just call them fucking journalists. But those two English guys in the bathroom scene where she's on the toilet and her partner smashes the unmasked Michael Myers with a crowbar. He doesn't even react to that. I mean, he gets hit bang across the front of the head with a crowbar. He doesn't even make a sound. He doesn't even acknowledge it. He gets the impact and then he's straight back to business. And when Laurie shoots him through the back of the kind of shoulder and it comes out here, that's a big explosion of blood and no reaction from Myers whatsoever. And when Laurie shoots his fingers off in the third act of the movie, laptop is again reminding me your disk is almost full. Oh god, what a pain in the ass. I hope that doesn't affect the stream. Hopefully it doesn't. I've deleted a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, when he gets his fingers blown off, he literally just makes a slight, it's just a slight noise. It's not exactly a scream in pain or anything. But if hypothetically, if he was suffering from this disorder called, where is it now? Let's see. Known as CIP, congenital insensitivity to pain, but it also stops a person from sweating. So I don't know. We barely see Michael Myers without a mask on, so I can't really tell if he sweats or not. But it would kind of explain certain things. Like, surely someone who's never experienced any physical pain, their empathy levels would be very low. You know, I mean, because a lot of empathy comes from. God, Jesus, stop telling me that my disc is low. I get it. I'll sort it out later. Cheers, Microsoft, or whatever the fuck this is made by. Yeah, that's distracting. I wish Moxie was here with me right now so that we could talk about this together. But yeah, I don't know. Back in 1978, when he was a little kid and he killed his sister, it's interesting to think about. And then when he gets shot by Loomis at the end of the first movie, like shot 6 times, 7 times, whatever it was. He says 6 times, but there's a hell of a lot of bullets in him. Yeah, it didn't show much of a reaction to getting shot. So it's just interesting, you know, especially like I say, in 2018, there's a hell of a lot of moments where you'd think there'd be some kind of reaction from Myers to the pain, but none whatsoever. I mean, he's caught in the fire as well. They didn't seem too bothered about that. So maybe more will be revealed in Halloween Kills. I mean, in the trailer, they've already said that the more he kills, the more he transcends. So there's something going on there, possibly supernatural. We'll have to wait and see. But I just think it was interesting. It was a really interesting topic for discussion. What else have I got here? Yeah. Congenital insensitivity to pain, also known as congenital analgesia or something, is one or more rare conditions in which a person cannot feel and has never felt physical pain. The conditions described here are separate from the HSAN groups of disorders, which have more specific signs and cause. A rare hereditary disease that causes affected individuals to be unable to feel pain and unable to sweat. It also secondary. Well, anyway, I'm no fucking doctor, so I'm no doctor, so I can't really get too much into it. But I was curious to know what you guys would have to say about that. And Moxie, if you're watching, God, I wish you were here right now to talk about this with me, because you made some really good points. I did warn her. I said, once the record button goes, or once I hit live, my brain goes a bit funny because I know I'm live and it just affects the way I am, because it's like there's no going back once you're live. So yeah, it's interesting. So not seeing any super chat action, so I guess you guys are all good on that one. So yeah, Flash by Hot Toys. Someone on Facebook posted a picture of their Flash figure. His elbow's starting to take damage. So it's quite bad as well. You can't really tell from the picture I just held up because you can't really see it. But let me try and zoom in. There we go. Oh, let's see. You see all there? Yep. All that damage. That's disgraceful, man. That Flash figure isn't even that old already, you know, starting to get rips and tears and damage. That's a damn shame. So then we have the new Ben Affleck Batman suit, which looks a hell of a lot like the tactical suit from Justice League, which I was never a big fan of. And Ben Affleck himself, he didn't like it. He said he could barely move in the damn thing. But there's a picture of it. Absolutely hideous. And the bike is hideous as well, if you ask me. And it's absolutely ridiculous. There's no way you could make a turn in that bike. There's just no way. So I don't know how the hell that's going to play out in the movie. But that is one hideous batsuit. I don't like anything about it. That's the stuntman wearing it, by the way. You see that? Yeah, I do not like that batsuit. And then we have, yep, the severed head for Ash Williams' girlfriend. I forget her name. Well, there you go. Severed head action. The rooted hair looks a bit at the front, especially like the kind of fringe. That looks a bit shit. But the actual sculpt, the eyes, the teeth, all of that looks really good. Again, I haven't got that much experience with Asmus toys. I've reviewed the Gandalf figure. And when he came into the figure pit, we had the regular one and the deluxe. So that was, you know, a nice experience getting to see them. But that's the picture I sent to Moxie that triggered her thoughts about whether or not Myers could feel pain. Because you can see the side of James Drew Courtney's face has taken quite a bit of damage from the flames. So, and we know there's a scene in the new Halloween Kills movie where they take his mask away and he's going to be walking around for a little while without that mask. Maybe he'll get the crap beaten out of him without his mask. Maybe that scene where we see him in the teaser trailer where he walks over to his mask on the ground and picks it up. Maybe, I don't know. I'm very curious to know how it's all going to play out. But unfortunately, well, it's not really too unfortunate, but the soundtrack, the track listing for the Halloween Kills soundtrack has been put out there, and you can tell by the titles of the tracks and the order that they're in. You can tell all the beats of the movie. So I looked at it. Didn't spoil too much, but it kind of seems to be playing out exactly the way you'd think the film would play out. So, let's see. And this Lisbeth Nicholas DeJesus on Facebook, a recent person I just added as a friend and has liked a lot of pictures. So thanks very much for that, Lisbeth. Not Elizabeth, it's just Lisbeth. So thanks for all the likes. If you're watching, you're probably not watching, but thank you anyway. Brandon Looney Tunes in the house. Pumpkin in the house. Julio in the house. Marcel. Oh, I can see the comments. At least that's something. Although, let's see. Ryan Smith is here. Hey, Ryan Smith from Cult Creations. Hey, Glenn. And that's it. Mugwump says, you should consider banging out a few Halloween lore videos, Dean. I'd certainly watch them, and I'm certain they do well. Halloween lore. Well, I'm not quite as skilled. I won't name names. There's a YouTuber who talks about Halloween stuff a lot, and he's able to take the smallest little thing like Michael Myers' shoelace, and he'll drag it out and talk about it for like a 3-hour video. You know who I'm talking about. I can't do that, and I can't bear to watch that either because it's just so damn cringy. Because, yeah, I just yes. What other topics of conversation have we got? Let's see. Started looking into the number 333. It turns out there's some interesting things about that. That was just because I like the number 3. That's why I put it at the end of my name on the channel. No real significance. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of screenshots here, just different things to talk about. But this is Brit Tunes. Send me a message. Oh. All right. Oh, from South America, Julio. Am I saying that right, Julio? All the way out in South America. Thanks for watching. I forgot to put the music on. I usually put music playing. I thought it was a bit quiet in here. More messages. South Park chat. Yeah, I'm all right, really. South Park's all right. I haven't watched too much of it. Seen a few episodes. How is Ruby? Ruby is fine. Thanks for asking. When Laurie spears his eye in H1, he feels that. You can hear him breathe and backs up. Yeah, I don't know. That could be taken a number of ways. I mean, literally, she stabbed him in the eye, so he might just be acknowledging the fact that, oh, crap, I need one of those. I need that eye to see what I'm doing, and you've just disabled one of my eyes. It's not so much, ow, it hurts. It might just be like, oh, God damn it, I need that, you know? possibly. Let's see. Ryan Smith says he hates the look of that suit and the bat bike looks so stupid. Yes, I agree. It's totally impractical. Batman would barely be able to move in that thing that he's wearing. And as far as chasing down someone on that bike, as long as it's just a straight run, then sure, you might be okay. 32 mother flippers, 19 likes. Let's get some more likes on the video. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Ryan Smith says, how are you, sir? I'm all right, man. I'm not doing too bad. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. Oh, and K&L Collectibles says they're dealing with another heat wave. That sucks. It's not so bad here in England at the moment. It's pretty mild. We've had rain all day and wind. Wind and rain. Donny Daz saying hi. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Chris says, I'm like that too when we go live. I turn into a perfectionist. I just need to relax and enjoy the company of others. Yeah, but that's the problem. It's just text. I can't, because you're not really, I can't see you or I can't hear you. It's just text on the screen. I mean, you think I'd be used to it by now, but I don't think I ever will be, to be honest. It's not very natural for me to do something like this. I'm very much a behind the scenes kind of person. I don't like to, never have. But it is a nice way of checking in with you guys and just hearing your thoughts on things. And stuff like that. But I'm a very private person, to be honest with you. I don't really don't like being in front of the camera, never have, which is something I'm dealing with. We're all dealing with that, I guess, doing this little thing that we do here on YouTube. Jason says, hi Jason. Oh, and RB Collections. Sorry I'm late, brother. Hope all is well. You're not that late, RB. I only started about 10 minutes ago or something. Jason says, are you into the latest Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer? No, not at all. Didn't do anything for me. And that's all I can say, really. Just, yeah, like I said last time, just did nothing for me. I'm not excited about it. We'll see what happens. K&L Collectibles, my favorite number is 3 as well, because it's the number of all my time. What's this? It's the number of my all-time favorite Slipknot track. Interesting. Mugwump says, Dean, Justin mentioned on a recent stream that his Pennywise has your name on it. Congrats to you. Kudos to him. All right. Well, yeah, we were in discussion about that because I know Justin doesn't collect horror stuff. And hopefully he can get, well, I don't know, with all this stuff going on with Toys Wonderland now, I don't know. I have to talk to him. But I'm hoping I might be able to get his help getting Pennywise, because otherwise, without his help, to be honest, it's unlikely that I'll be getting that for a long time, because I'm just not in a position to be able to just buy a new release Hot Toys figure, because to get a Hot Toys figure day one from Hong Kong costs like triple the amount that you'd have to, pay usually. It's really expensive. And I can't do it. So, yeah, I'll check in with Justin when the time comes, and hopefully I'll be able to get one with his help, because I really want to get Pennywise as soon as possible. I've got Pennywise in small versions. He's almost in reach and distance. He's right there. But yeah, I really do want the Hot Toys one. He's going to look amazing with the rest of the Psychos on the shelf. Willie S. Is that a different Willie? Another Willie here? It says, hi Dean, which third-party head sculpt do you recommend for the 2022 Batman Begins? Oh, well, okay, so what, the new reissue again of the same crappy Batman Begins from Hot Toys? Well, you've got oh man, what's my buddy's name? I think he's actually sending me a little surprise to review. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Yeah, so Comic Ross, so that's comic_Ross on Instagram. He has it's kind of coming up on his story here. He's got a new cowl that he's been making. Sorry, I know that's not the best lighting. But yeah, he's been working with someone to produce this amazing custom Batman Begins cowl. So I mean, that looks like pretty much the way to go. But me personally, I absolutely love the Unreal Customs head, the custom one. It's absolutely incredible. So yeah, either the one that Comic Ross is going to be bringing out soon, or the Unreal Customs, which I know they're reissuing. So that's going to be really cool. Not sure how much to charge for those heads. What's the going rate for custom head sculpts? I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one, mate. Oh, there we go. Another job. Yes. Yeah, I know the disc is full. Thanks a lot. I'm not in. I'm a bit of a mood because my laptop is playing up. Okay, here we go. RB Collections just got the neck of 1/4 scale Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. She looks great. Yeah, it's a great piece, man. They reissued it, didn't they? So that's nice. More people have a chance to get it. JJ Conroy, maybe Michael Myers is like Pennywise, where he is from a different dimension and likes to take the form of evil. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think that's the case, but it could be anything, couldn't it? Donny Daz got the Toys Era Joker coming soon with the makeup table and chair thingy. Oh, right, yeah. That's going back a little while now. Nice one, Donny Daz. Jamie. Hey, Jamie says, hi, Dean. Hope you're well. What's your favorite Michael Myers mask from Halloween 78 or Halloween Kills? I really like the 78 mask. Obviously, it's a classic, and I'm really getting into the Halloween Kills mask. Ask me once I've seen Halloween Kills. But the classic, the original, it's right there. You can't really beat that one. But I do love the 2018 mask pretty much equally. As I've said before, definitely love them. Love them both. Alex says, hi, Dean. It's Alex. I know. Your name says Alex. Hey, Alex. Alabama says, Toys Wonderland is back online. Just placed an order a couple of days ago, or a couple of orders. Oh, that's good to hear then. Are they still selling Hot Toys stuff, though, or what's the situation? I don't know. I'll have to talk to Justin and find out what's going on. Yeah, and Ryan Smith says it looks like the new Suicide Squad is getting good reviews. Yeah, I watched the IGN review. They said it was amazing. They gave it a 9 out of 10. So that's good. I'll go see that with Moxie because she likes the first one. We'll have to forgive her for that one, but yeah, it's all right. I've got figures from it. I've got me Harley. No, one of them. It's all right. Whoa! Don't fall. You've already had to glue your hair on, you little. Behave yourself. But yeah, Suicide Squad getting good reviews. It's pretty decent. 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh, that's very good, isn't it? Very nice. What do you think is Michael's motivation to kill? Fun, probably. He just fucking loves it. He loves a bit of killing. Ooh, October 31st. It's kill time. Let's get out there and end some lives. Alex says, I have the 112 Red Sonja Firesin TB League. Congratulations. Very nice. Mugwump ordered my first figure from Toys Wonderland week before last. It arrived within a few days and there were no custom charges. Top service. Oh, very good. It's always nice when you don't get customs charges. And Alex says, Dean, could you please send me a link for a custom Hot Toys cape for the Dark Knight version? Just look up Jackson XU or Unreal Customs. Hey, Clutch. Welcome to the stream. Donny Daz says, no weapons, Myers versus Jason in the ring. Who wins? I don't know. Jason's pretty big. Well, he's pretty hench, isn't he? But Michael might not feel pain at all. And does Jason feel pain? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with Jason. I've seen a few films, not all of them. How was your week? Says Clutch. How was my week? Yeah, it was all right. Same as usual. Busy, staying up all night, working on videos, busy during the day doing other stuff, and not sleeping much, and stressing out over all kinds of bollocks. That's how it's been. Phil Brightman. Hi, Dean. Hope you're well. Oh, thanks, Phil. Hope you're well too. Jason says, I do feel pain. Oh, it is actually Jason Voorhees in the chat. All right. Well, I'll be nice to you. Don't want you coming after me. Fucking hell. So what else is going on in the world? Let's see. Oh, there's another picture of design-wise, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, look at that thing. How the hell are you going to get out from that? I thought Bruce Wayne was supposed to be smart. I mean, what is that? The Batpod, man, was friggin' genius. The tumbler and the Batpod from the Nolan trilogy, the way the wheel was able to kind of spin on its side for those sharp turns, that was absolutely genius. But I do love the design of the Batpod. Not digging this new bike at all, or the suit. Like I said, hideous, absolutely hideous. So that's good. I won't have to worry about any figures from the Flash movie. And I've already got Michael Keaton covered, so I doubt they're going to change Keaton's suit too drastically because everyone wants to see Keaton back recognizable. Yeah. Tot's new release tomorrow. Who's going to be? Can't wait. Oh, what? So is there an event going on at the moment where Tots in America somewhere? Is there an event where they're about to unveil a whole bunch of new stuff? Possibly, obviously, the Halloween Kills mask. And maybe some new Tots 1/6 scale figures, probably a Halloween 2 Dick Warlock, maybe H2O Myers, maybe Halloween Kills. Maybe NECA will unveil their Halloween Kills figure, maybe Ultimate 7-inch, the retro cloth, and the inevitable quarter scale NECA Halloween Kills Myers. That'd be pretty sick. Yes, I know that the disc is almost full. Thanks for reminding me again. What would I do without you? Probably just have a bit less hassle in my life, to be fair. Right. Not sure if you've seen the Jackson Dark Knight Rises custom figure. It's actually pretty cool. Few flaws though. Yeah, not too sure about that one. Lots of people are concurring about the bike. It looks stupid. Use baby powder. What's this? Oh yeah. Alex says, "Oh yeah, Dean. Did you mention that the rubber on your Firesyn custom figures was splitting? Use baby powder." Well, I've used baby powder on those bodies before when I've had to get a suit on, like the Catwoman figure. Gwyneth, who made my cat suit for the Firesyn body, she said use talcum powder on the figure to get the suit on more easily. So I use it in those situations, but I don't really ever put talcum powder on the figures in general. I probably should, but I just one of those things I don't really do. Complete lack of credibility for what's this? Yep, the bike looks naff. Complete lack of credibility, and for what it doesn't even look cool. I think that's the problem. They were going for let's make it look as cool as possible, but let's just forget about the fact that it needs to turn corners or look functional in any way. Yeah, man, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Jamie, do you think it would be nice if NECA made a retro or ultimate figure of Laurie Strode in her blue shirt from Halloween 78? We really do. We could do with that. You know, we could really do 42 mother flippers liking 28 likes. Come on, guys, that's not good enough. Hit a like on the video. Come on, 35. That's what I'm thinking. 35 likes. You can do it. Just hit the button. No? One? Go on. Another one. A few more. No? Yeah. Oh, 31. Brilliant. That'll do. Thank you very much. But yeah, as a retro cloth, Laurie Strode. I prefer an ultimate figure, to be honest. A lot of the retro cloth figures can look a bit funky sometimes. They can do it, you know. I mean, the retro cloth Loomis and Laurie in the gown from the hospital, that was a good set. And Michael Myers from Halloween 2, the retro cloth figure, was very good as well. I mean, they seem to be improving. Like the one from 2018, that Michael Myers retro cloth figure was a bit funky looking. Proportions were a bit off. Clothing was pretty baggy and weird looking. Mask wasn't sculpted that well. Still not too bad though. But yeah, if they're going to do it, I would prefer a ultimate all plastic Laurie Strode from the original movie. And Clutch says, I don't know about the bike. I'm just happy to see Affleck as Batman again. He is such a great actor / director. Yeah, I'm happy to see him come back again, man. Definitely. It's always the way, isn't it? It's like the first suits they make, like Batman Begins, the first suit was my favorite. And the first suit they used with Affleck in Dawn of Justice BVS. That suit was incredible, perfect, right off the comic book pages, and we only got it for one movie. And then he changed to the tactical suit, and it was just stupid looking, way too bulky. He looked terrible walking around. His arms were like this all the time because he couldn't put his arms down because the chest armor was sticking out so much. He's like walking around like this. It's so friggin' awkward looking. That first suit from Dawn of Justice was fucking badass, man. And the Justice League suit, I wasn't as keen on that, but at least stick with that then, you know. But either one of those suits would have been okay. But so far, it's looking a little bit ugly. Phil Brightman just sent you a pic in your Facebook messages, mate. Check it out. All right. I hope it's not a sausage. I hope you're not sending me anything too saucy here, Phil. Here we go. Oh, there it is. It's a Batman. Oh, that looks bloody nice. What's that? What scale is that? Is that 1/6? Very nice, very nice. That is beautiful. That is. What's that? Dark Knight Returns. That's his figure, Phil Brightman. Hey, look at that. Nice and beefy. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, Phil Bright. I like it. Looks like a novelty stapler. The bike, the bike, yeah. That's a bit. Ninja Squirrel 30 says, no, not stopping for long. We'll catch the replay. Dean, you're a top guy. Many years of entertainment and information, and always real for the fans. No ass kissing here. Respect when it's due, and criticism when due. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, Ninja Squirrel. All true, of course. Absolutely. Alex, I would love the Hot Toys Pennywise. Yes, it's going to be one hell of a piece. I want to see the box, man. I love my boxes. Can't wait to see what the artwork for that. I see Robert Pattinson's name in the Donny Daz comment. I'll read that in a minute. But I was watching randomly. I was in the bathroom, and I had the phone just sitting on a shelf, just playing random videos as I went about my business, bathroom-related business. And I just remember suddenly it popped in my head. I thought, why didn't they make Robert Pattinson the Joker, rather than Batman? I think he could have been a good Joker, possibly, maybe a good Joker. Still can't see him as Batman. We'll see how that works out, though. Ethan in the house. Oh, and Dobet, how to say that? Dobbs fam, is it? Hey, Dobbs. Hi, Ethan. And yeah. Ethan says, how you doing? Not too bad, Ethan. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining again. Yeah, got to agree, BVS suit was the best, says Clutch. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like, can't you just keep a suit the same for one movie? Like, why does it have to? I know why it has to change multiple times during a movie. I get it. I know why, but it is a little bit frustrating. Jason commenting on Phil's Batman figure, saying it's very nice. It is. It's very nice. Ninja Squirrel said the 1/6 Dark Knight himself. Always appreciate your passion, time, and commitment to the hobby. Like many others here, Gandalf Crown series had me in fits of laughter. Top man, enjoy the weekend, mate. Thanks very much, Ninja Squirrel. There's two lovely comments there. It really means a lot to read that. Thank you very much. I get a bit grumpy sometimes, but that comment has cheered me up a little bit. So thanks for that. Phil says, that's the Jackson figure I mentioned. Okay. Oh, wow. See, I would have just assumed that was one of those Tony May ones, because I know Tony May's done quite a few of those kind of comic book 1/6 custom Batman figures, and they look really nice. But no, that looks really good. I'd love to have something like that in the collection, because at the moment, the only kind of comic book Batman I have is this one from Hush by Medicom, which I've modified a fair bit. I gave him a different cape, but he's really cool though. He's a really nice looking comic book Batman. He doesn't hold up to close scrutiny. Like right now with 720p camera and kind of blurry image, that looks fantastic. But if you saw it in person and really scrutinized it, you'd be like, oh, that needs a bit of work, Dean. So, I mean, look, it's cool. It's a nice comic book version of the Bat. So I'm happy with that. Just popping back over there. That's the Hot Toys Arkham City cape that I've got on that one. Phil says, I'm sat watching your live video repainting the head sculpts. All right. I'll show you when it's finished, bro. Oh, thanks, Phil. Be careful. Jason seems to be quite keen on the idea of Patterson as the Joker. Yeah, man. It just came to me the other day, well, today, and I just thought to myself, see, I wouldn't have had a problem with that. Like, Robert Pattinson's the new Joker. I'm like, cool. Let's see how that works out. But Batman, I get it. He's younger and he's supposed to be, starting out, whatever. No, still not seeing it. I think that, like I said before, I think that decision was made. Like 50% of that was like, right, we know that will set the internet on fire and they'll all be going crazy saying, oh my God, the guy from Twilight's going to be Batman. This can't happen. And they knew that. So I'm sure that factored into his casting. I wish I had seen Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Batman. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of all left up to your imagination, the way The Dark Knight Rises ends, which is nice because, I don't know, obviously we would prefer to have a film than, just whatever you can conjure up in your head. I don't know. I mean, never say never. Christopher Nolan. I'm sure there's a part of Christopher Nolan that misses making Batman movies, because I know by the end of The Dark Knight Rises, he was probably right, I've had enough of this now. I want to get on with doing my own stories. I know The Dark Knight and all that was his story and his brother. They got together and they wrote them. David S. Goyer was co-writing Begins with him. But I reckon there will come a point where Christopher Nolan probably does get a bit of an itch to make another Batman movie, whether he'll scratch that itch or not, It's the problem because they established in The Dark Knight Rises that Christian Bale, his body, or Bruce Wayne's body, was just fragged. Like he's got no cartilage, his shoulders, his knees, everything is just absolutely shot. So the idea of Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale coming back as Batman again seems very, very unlikely. But that's why they set up the whole thing with Robin, Joseph Gordon-Levitt at the end of the movie. So if it does happen again, I mean, hopefully it's not like let's just make him Nightwing instead. I hope he actually, if they did it hypothetically, he actually does become the next Batman. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. It's very unlikely, isn't it? I don't see Nolan doing another Batman film, but me personally, I wouldn't mind if it happened. I'd be quite up for that. Jermaine, hey Jermaine, he says, hi Dean, the Mysterio Hot Toys figure looks really cool. It does look really cool. It's nice that they included the actual head sculpt with Jake Gyllenhaal's likeness. So yeah, definitely a great looking piece, man. Very different from anything else Hot Toys have ever made. I know he's just another Marvel character, but his appearance, his look is so different from anything else. Beautiful piece, the nice diorama base as well with the smoke and stuff. You could have him just kind of hovering there with his hands like this. If you look, that would look amazing. So yeah, very, very nice looking Mysterio figure from Hot Toys. Absolutely. Jamie says, just out of curiosity, Dean, have you ever thought about getting some Jurassic Park statues from Iron Studios or Prime One Studios? No, I wouldn't have anywhere to put them, Jamie. I wouldn't be able to afford them. I wouldn't have anywhere to put them. I mean, they look incredible. I love the Raptors that they've done. I like the ones from the original movie. Blue looks nice from the ones with Chris Pratt and stuff. But no, I would want the T-Rex or one of the original Raptors. That's what I would want, but there's no way for me to do that. Kane is in the house. He says, hi, Dean. Hey, Kane. And Evil Alex is here. Hi, Evil Alex. He says, I finally got a Trick or Treat Studios 1978 Myers mask today. It's a bit hard to get in Germany. Looks really good right out of the box already. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's true what I've heard about some of these new 78 masks that Tots are making are a bit smaller than the original one that came out like a year or two ago. I certainly wish it was a bit smaller. Simon Brandolino, when he sent me the Kills mask to review and stuff, he did include a 78 mask that he didn't want to work on it anymore. So he just sent me a Tots 78 mask for me to work on one day. So I've got that as a project in the future, but it's so big, like it's just massive. It looks ridiculous when I try it on. So I just need to get myself some paints and some more mohair, and then when I've got a bit of time to do a project one day, or maybe I'll try like a concept idea with it, because I've already got a 78 Tots mask that's been reworked, and that's great. That's all I need for that. So I might do something interesting with it. I might do like a bloody version or something else, like maybe a pumpkin design. I don't know. We'll see. I can do something. I can do anything with it. So we'll see what happens with that. Alex Talbot says, Dean, I absolutely love your collection and time and effort. What you do and those Michael Myers customs are awesome. Thanks, Alex. Goddamn pop-ups. That space on the freaking laptop. But I appreciate that, Alex. Thanks very much, man. There'll be plenty more Michael Myers stuff to come. I've got something Michael Myers related, and I've had it for a while, and I want to show it to you guys because it's really special, but I want to wait until October. So there is a really cool Michael Myers video coming in October, but it doesn't seem appropriate to do it until then. So yeah, it's a ways off yet, but there is a really cool Myers video coming in October. There'll be more in between, obviously, but this one's going to be special. Patterson in Good Time. I haven't seen Good Time. I think that's on Netflix. Maybe I'll give it a chance. I've heard that he's a really good actor and stuff, so I'll have to check him out. Nolan's making an animated Gotham-style sequel to their trilogy. What? Nolan's making an animated Gotham Knight style sequel to their original to their trilogy. What you say, like hypothetically? Because I've heard nothing about that. He says it would be water and yeah. Evil Alex. Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. BVS Ultimate is my favorite Batman film. I would love to see Ben Affleck's solo film. He was fast, brutal, and badass in BVS. Yep, we can't really argue with that. He was fantastic in BVS. He looked amazing. The suit was intimidating as hell. They should have kept it like that. Even in Zack Snyder's Justice League, they really toned down the fear factor with Batman a little bit. Still better than the Joss Whedon version, but Evil Alex, just regular Alex. Alex Talbot says, "Have you got your 112 Vampirella on display?" Yeah, it's right there. You can't see it, but it's on top of the Vampirella box behind the 1/6 scale figures. Not bending the elbows or the knees on that 112 version. I don't trust it. Donny Daz. I heard a rumor that Chris O'Connell, Robin, is also going to be in the Flash movie. Oh, good. Yay. That'll make it better. Sarcasm. JJ Conroy. Do you think we will ever get a Watch Dogs 2? Or do you think a second film wouldn't work? Watch Dogs? Watch Dogs? Isn't that a game or something? Watch Dogs. I don't know what that is. Watch Dogs 2. Sorry, JJ. I'm not familiar. Isn't there a game called Watch Dogs? I think that's what I'm thinking of. But a film? I'm not sure about the movie. LG in the house says, looking forward to Asmus Evil Dead Ash, but not sure about the quality. Do you have any experience with them? Cheers. I will say to you, LG, look up my Gandalf Asmus Toys review. That will answer your question. Watch the Gandalf review. It's funny. It's funny. It's got some jokes in there. So watch that rather than me spewing out splurge. Check out the Gandalf review on the channel. Clutch. First, I wasn't so sure about Patterson playing Batman, but I'm sure he will be good. He is an incredible actor. He was in some serious movies like Lighthouse, The Devil, All the Time, and Good Time. Yep, I know he's been in movies. Doesn't mean he's only fucking good. Yep, he's pro Clutch. He's pro Patterson. Fair play to you, mate. Evil Alex, you gonna get a burned kills mask? Or gonna make one yourself? I'm gonna wait and see what the Tots mask looks like. I'm sure it will look great as far as the sculpt goes, and then obviously Simon on Instagram, hopefully when he gets a chance, I'll get him to rework one for me. Or I'd just get him to rework like he has been doing over the past couple of weeks now. He's been reworking the H40 masks and turning them into a Halloween Kills mask, and that looks incredible. So I'm kind of tempted to just do that rather than waiting to see what this Tots one, but it won't be long. I mean, but we still got a little ways to go before the Tots mask starts shipping out and stuff. We haven't even officially seen it yet. I mean, I covered it on the channel because that picture leaked of the mask, and it does look good, but it is lacking some of the detail on the burnt side. Like here, there's a big section of burnt damage that's not on the Tots mask. So Simon would still have to go in and sculpt, even though it's supposed to all be there, but more will be revealed once it's officially shown by Tots and they officially put it out there. Then I'll have to do another video scrutinizing the pictures or the footage. You know, maybe there'll be some footage from an event in America, and we'll talk about it some more then. Have you ever experienced like a ghost encounter? If so, what happened and how many? Something weird did happen when I was about 13. It's probably just some weird little coincidence type thing. I left my mate's house. My mate Michael. I left his house after watching The Lost Boys, I think it was, for the very first time. We were playing his Amiga, some game called, what was it, Nightbreed? No, it was some alien game, top-down view, kind of like an Aliens ripoff, but it was on the Amiga. And this is like 1992 or 93 or something. And I was leaving his house. It was dark, and there's a weird kind of road. You come out of his house, and then it's like a straight walk all the way down to my house. We were on the same kind of street, but it was a long walk. Well, not a long walk, but you know. And I looked behind me. I had this feeling to look behind me, and I did. And in the bushes, there was this looked like a grey Alsatian or a German Shepherd kind of thing, or a wolf. I don't know. And then I thought, okay, it's just sitting there staring at me. And then I looked back, and the dog was gone, and there was a man standing there instead. But he had clothes on, so he can't be a werewolf. But it was just weird. 1 minute there was a dog there, and I thought, oh shit, keep walking. Let's see if it's still looking at me. Oh, it's a man now. Okay. So that was the one thing I experienced. Probably nothing. Although I could tell you something freaky. I've never told anyone this, and I probably won't tell you now, to be honest. Something happened to me once. I had how can I should I say this? I don't know, because the brain's obviously a very powerful thing. It can make you feel things and see things and experience things that aren't really happening. How can I say it? It was when I was working at the hotel, and I was going through a really bad time with neck pain. It really felt like I'd done some serious damage to like my neck, and it was agony. And I remember that weekend I was working with someone, because you usually had help on the weekends in case things kicked off at the hotel at night. And the guy I was working with, he was cool. So I just said, I'm going to go up to one of the empty rooms and take a hot shower and just try and get rid of the pain in my neck. And it helped for a little while, but the pain came back really bad. And I remember I got home that morning, and it was still dark. And I got home, and I remember I'd never passed out before, but I knew I was about to pass out. I had like a 2-second warning. I was in my bedroom, and I suddenly thought to myself, I'm going to pass out from the pain, because it was that bad. And I did pass out. And while I was passed out, I heard some stuff and felt some stuff that I can't really explain. But I wasn't on painkillers. I wasn't on anything. I passed out from the pain in my neck. And yeah, I don't know if I should go into what I experienced when I was unconscious, because it does sound really weird, but it's the truth. I mean, that's what happened. I'll go ahead and say it. Screw it. I couldn't make out. I heard like these voices, like whispering, like whispering in my ear while I was unconscious. This was all like 8 seconds, maybe 10 seconds tops before I woke up. But I heard something, but it sounded like multiple voices repeating a sentence, and I couldn't distinguish what the sentence was, but it was just saying this sentence over and over again, and it was speeding up rapidly until it was just like a hum. Like it started out as just a sentence, repeating it, faster and faster and faster and faster, until it was just zzz in my ear. And while this was happening, I could feel the sensation that I was lying flat on my back on the floor, but it felt like someone was sitting on my, sitting on like where my stomach would be, holding me by my shoulders and lifting me up, and then putting me down, lifting me up. So like, kind of like, that's my legs, this is my top half of my body, and my top half of my body is just doing this really fast. So that was very, very strange. And I woke up in a very, very cold sweat, dripping with cold sweat, and the sound as if someone just cracked open a can of Coke and then hold the can of Coke right to my ear, and I could just hear all this crackling, and it took about a minute for that to slowly fade away. But yeah, while I was unconscious, I had some weird whispering that sped up, continuously until it was just like a high pitch kind of just zzz, and the sensation of being like lifted up and thrown down, lifted up, but that quickly though, this fast. So I remember waking up and thinking, well, that was just pure torment. That's what that was. That was torment. I had something in my ear and something shaking the shit out of me, but I was only unconscious from a bad neck, so that was just my brain doing what it was doing, and that's what I experienced. So as tempted as I was to think to myself, is that what hell is? Is that a little hint that I need to change my ways and be a good person, because that's what's waiting for me when I die? Like torment, things in my ear, and being thrown about and manhandled by something. But that's the God's honest truth. That's what I experienced when I passed out a few years ago from the pain in my neck. So yeah, now you know about that. So it's the truth though. That's, I wouldn't waste my time bullshitting you about some load of nonsense. I mean, that's genuinely what I experienced. Interesting to see what people say about that. Sleep paralysis is something completely different. All right, what's going on? That sounds like you had an episode of sleep paralysis. Oh yeah. Well, I was sleeping not too bad. I was on the night shift, so I'd come home. I'd start at 11 at night and finish at 7 in the morning. I'd come home and mess around for a little while, maybe watch some Netflix or play a video game, or everyone's asleep, so I just chill out for a little while and then I go to sleep. So I was sleeping all right. I wasn't depriving myself of sleep or anything. I don't know but it's never happened to me again since, but it was very freaky because it's very specific. It was very clear, like that sound, like the sentence being repeated and repeated and faster and faster and faster. That was clear as day. And the feeling of being shaken, slammed up and down, very real. But you're also, Moxie's watching this thing and shut up. It's true. That's what happened. So, what can I tell you? But no, that's my own experience. That's my only experience of anything creepy. To be honest, I've always thought to myself, I'd probably be terrified if I saw a ghost or something. But if I did see something like that, like absolutely saw it myself and knew it was real, I'd be scared. But then afterwards, I'd be like, well, thank God that that's proof that there is something after this. Because, it would just kind of give you some kind of hope, like, okay, maybe you do get to meet up with some of the people you miss who pass away or something. Who knows? Probably not. I don't know. I got to be realistic about things. Science, obviously, it's a very real thing. It's undeniable. There's usually a very good explanation for everything. Like what I experienced when someone's saying sleep paralysis. I don't know much about sleep paralysis. I'll have to look it up and see if any of that rings true with what I've experienced that time. What's this? Max is saying sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious but unable to move. It occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. No, that doesn't sound like what happened to me. I was in my bedroom and I had like 2 seconds. I thought, I'm going to pass out. And I remember putting my hand on my bed, and I did. I just went. And that's when I started hearing that sentence, whatever the hell it was saying, but just repeating, faster, faster, faster. Zzz, and then the feeling of being shaken like that is just horrible. Like I said, the only word I can use to describe what I experienced that time was it felt like torment. It felt like just, something or whatever was determined to just put me through horrible torment. So yeah. Third Eye. Oh, hey, Third Eye. He says, I've seen little things in the house I live in, but I don't give it any attention. Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. You get noises in the house all the time, pipes and things move, and not move, but, like wood creaks and things just, the temperature, like the cold can make wood expand or heat can make it expand. I don't know, one of them. There's usually a good, I'll tell you one thing that it's totally, I did film it, but it was on a phone about 2 phones ago. You know how like you're always updating your phone and getting new phones every couple of years. This is on a phone from about 2 phones back. And I went into the kitchen in the old place I lived in, and one of the pots, like quite a heavy pot, or was it the lid of the pot? Something anyway, it was just spinning. Like, the way when you drop a penny on a table and it does that wom, 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 and then it slowly stops. It was just doing that on top of the cooker, and it was just moving. And I stood there and I was like, shouldn't that have stopped by now? And I went and got my phone and I just filmed it, and it was still just, it was showing no signs of stopping. It was just doing that thing where it just, you know. And I remember thinking, this is a bit fucking weird. Dean, the power of Christ compels you. Yep. But yeah, the spinning pot thing, that was another thing I just remembered. That did happen, but I'm sure there's a reason for that. Nothing was on the cooker. There was no heat. I hadn't been cooking. So yeah, weird. Saw the handle of a stationary mop bucket flip over and back again several times whilst putting night's year before last. Put it down to fatigue, but it was super weird. Yeah, man, weird things happen. That's for sure. So every now and then, some weird stuff does go on. There's no, it's not what Dean Knight had, Chris. All right. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the sleep paralysis thing. Honestly, guys, I would not bullshit. I'll look you in the eyes. I'll tell you what I described when I passed out. I really did experience that. And I'm sure it's just something to do with my brain was just spazzing out. I don't know. I wasn't on any strong medication. I don't really take, I only take painkillers if my headache's really bad. If it's a mild headache, I'll just like put a cold fan on my head and just get some sleep or something. But I try to stay away from medication if I can help it. So I wasn't on anything that would have caused it, I don't think. Evil Alex, I saw a ghost as a kid standing in the doorway, staring down at me. We lived on cemetery grounds in an old house. Face was rotten, and the eyes were black. I'm not kidding. Ooh, Jesus, that's a creepy one. Little Joey. Hey, Little Joey. Don't remember that name. He's got a 89 Batman as his picture. Fair enough. Awesome. Dean, where you get that stand for your 2018 Myers? Which one? The 2018 Myers, his stand is nothing special. That's just a Hot Toys generic style stand. Unless you're maybe talking about, oh, hang about. That's me baby saying good night. Just got to say good night, guys. 1 second. Lovely jubbly. Lord of the Seven Strings. Oh, that's Chris, his other guitar channel. Nice. And he says, during my childhood, I feel like I experienced a paranormal event. This live stream's taking a turn, isn't it? Well, we did start off talking about Michael Myers, and this is still sort of, yeah, creepy paranormal stuff. That's all right. During my childhood, I feel like I experienced a paranormal event when I was convinced my living room TV turned itself on at approximately 2 a.m. repeatedly on each night Saturday evening. Alex, Dean, I've sent you some Metal Gear. What's this? MSG and then another G. What's that? What's going on? A message? I've sent you some messages. Is that it? Let's see. What's he saying? What, on Facebook or Instagram? I've not got anything on Facebook. Instagram? Don't think I've got any Instagram messages either. No. Or unless it's on. No, I'm not seeing anything, so maybe it just means something else. Third eye. I have a room in my house that used to be used for exorcisms, and my friend decided to see if we could get a response, and we did indeed get a box to open by itself. I no longer go into that room. Oh man, creepy. That's very creepy. The Tots 2018, he says. He's not on anything special. It's easy to just lift up the laptop. That's really good, guys. I just noticed 42 or 43 people watching and 42 likes. That's nice, man. I just need the likes apparently, because otherwise the video just doesn't do very well. So I appreciate that. The stand that this guy's on is there's nothing special. It's just literally Joe Turner did me some stickers that I could put on for nameplates. I need to to get some better stands for my horror stuff at some point. Stiff Richards did a video, I think, on the Stony stands on Instagram. The amazing stuff, beautiful, beautiful custom stands. I love this figure, man. It's a beast. But now the unmasked James Dew Courtney is standing beside him on the shelf. Here he is. Glad to see that he hasn't dropped the Beto Metalli head sculpt. But there's the custom James Dew Courtney head by Bree Toons. Just reviewed that recently on the channel, and I was very surprised how quickly this video got to 1,000 views. It doesn't usually work like that for me when it comes to Myers stuff. I mean, obviously, I've got a following out there who enjoy the Myers stuff, but I was very surprised to see this video get to 1,000 views so quickly. But well done, Bree Toons. I mean, the camera on the laptop's not doing it any justice, and the bright light shining in his face isn't very good either. But the review on the channel has just gone up, so check that out. But the only stand I have that's special really for a Myers figure is this one. I kind of made for the, well, dropped his beer, Budweiser. That used to be a DX11 Joker Hot Toys stand. And I just painted it black and cut out a Halloween thingy and stuck it on there. Cut out some fake grass, put that on there, some leaves, the telephone, and the beer can. The beer can! There he is. That's a nice setup right there. Budweiser. Scroll up. You scroll up. What? Dean, have you seen? I have sent you some messages. I can't find them. Tell me what you've sent me messages on. If that's what you're saying, if you've sent me something on Instagram or Facebook, just confirm that for me, and I know where to go to look, because I couldn't see anything. The Bruce Lee body makes him look like a genuine frail old man. Yeah, Max. I mean, he's probably going to have to stay on that setup. I mean, I could eventually just get another body. I need to get a body that doesn't have a neck for that. But yeah, I'll probably update it soon. It looks good for now. Oh, Mike Echo is here. Hey, Mike Echo, triple OG triple. He says, I think he's talking about the one you were. What's this? The one you went over. Yeah. That's the one, Mike. That's the one I just showed. And then Larian is here. He says, hey, Dean, sorry I'm late. How are you? I'm doing all right, man. We're talking about spooky stuff. Talking about spooky goings on, paranormal activity, and whether or not Michael Myers has, well, the capability of feeling pain. I don't think he can. But if you couldn't feel any pain ever in your life, maybe that would affect your empathy as well, because he surely doesn't seem to have much empathy. But he does let the little kid live, the little toddler crying in the cot in 2018. He kills everyone. Well, doesn't kill everyone, does he? He's walking around Halloween night and bumping into kids. He leaves them alone. But he killed the kid in the car when he wanted that car with the kid had a gun. I don't know. Talk about this all day, can you? Let's see. Ethan says, I remember when I was little, I used to stare out my doorway and I would always see what looked like a finger was poking in view and out of view. It was clear, but I don't see it anymore. Whew. A finger, huh? The finger comes for you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Gotta watch out for those fingers. Did I miss anything? Probably. What's this? Then Chris said back to Max, how is it different? Sleep paralysis is when your brain wakes up and your body doesn't. I don't know. I mean, I never talked to anyone professional about that weird experience I had. I didn't want to go to the doctor and say, so listen, I passed out and these devils were whispering this inaudible sentence in my ear repeatedly, and something was slamming me up and down on my bedroom floor. You'd be like, okay, let's get you sectioned and you know, I'll go about my day. Let's get you sectioned. Oh, maybe we see a similar scene in Kills where we see his full face for a second. I have zero problems with seeing Michael's face for a second. It's not like we saw him never unmasked. What do you think? Well, we're going to see him unmasked in Halloween Kills, surely. And they're probably, the whole point of that is because they want to make it clear that he's taken damage to his actual face underneath the mask as well. Be interesting. It's all speculation at the moment, guys. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. October's not that far away now, so getting quite excited. Halloween Ends is not going. This is old news. Ethan. Also, Halloween Ends is not going to take place after Halloween Ends anymore. Apparently, Halloween Ends will take place a few years after Halloween Kills. Yes, which, you know, from the track listing, spoiler alert, cover your ears for about a minute if you want. But from the track listing of the soundtrack to Halloween Kills, it almost sort of sounds like maybe Michael Myers will die at the end of this movie. And but how can they do that? How can they make a third movie without Michael Myers? Or would it be something weird? I don't know. But it's interesting looking at the track listing for the soundtrack. Well, that's when Mike Echo first came in and said hello. Hey, Mike. So let's scroll back down. Where were we? There we go. Little Joey, where can I buy good stands like the TOTS 2018? I've been looking to get some stands for my TOTS 78 in 2018. Also, I love that TOTS 2018 pose. Can we get a quick tutorial? Not right now, Joey. Honestly, I couldn't be bothered to get that thing down and start dicking about with it. But thank you. Thanks for liking that pose. As far as getting the stands, just go on eBay and type in 1/6 scale figure stand. You'll get loads of options. You can easily get those kind of Hot Toys style, old school Hot Toys style bases. You can get them. Donnie Daz, Dean, did you hear about the Blitzway Kurt Cobain unplugged 1/6 and 1/4 figure? I did. I forgot to mention that. I saw the picture, just the little teaser picture. That's interesting. Yeah, it would make a nice collectible. As much as I was a massive Nirvana fan, I would have no interest in that, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like, Nirvana Unplugged is the least sort of direction I would go if it came to making a collectible Kurt Cobain. I don't know. I'd like something a bit more, just him standing up like at a real, loud gig, maybe with that kind of Dennis the Menace sweater that he wore, and I don't know, man. Unplugged. Haven't NECA already done that, or McFarlane, or someone did an unplugged figure? Nick had it, or has it? But yeah, no, it looks from the teaser picture. It's just a picture of it's a photo of Kurt Cobain, so we've got no idea what the actual piece looks like yet. But it's good that they're doing more stuff like that. More musicians. That's cool. But Kurt Cobain would be rolling around in his grave. He wouldn't be too. It's like the Tyler Durden figure. The fictional character of Tyler Durden would be flipping out at the fact of having an action figure made of himself. Goes against everything he stood for. Evil Alex also saw one as an adult. I was sleeping, woke up to a woman screaming. I stood up, walked in darkness to the stair where I heard it. I wouldn't go towards the scream. A woman full in black stood down at the stairs and looked up at me. Oh! I turned the lights on and she was gone. That sounds like bollocks. That sounds like bollocks. Come on, Evil Alex, you're pulling my fucking leg, you can. No, I'm not joking. That's brilliant. I'm glad you made it out of that alive, Alex. Chris says, hey, how is Uncle Buck, aka Clipper King, doing? Haven't heard from him in 2 years. Same here. I don't think it's been about 2 years, 3 years, 4 years before I've heard from him either. I hope he's doing well. T Wayne says, hello everyone, just dropped in your thoughts on YouTube and why so many people want out but have no clear alternative. What? Hello everyone, just dropped in your thoughts on YouTube. Oh, what the My Thoughts video maybe? Is that what he's talking about? And why so many people want out but have no clear alternative. Oh man, I'm sorry, I might be being a bit dense, but I'm not too sure exactly what he's saying. Come back at me, T Wayne. Just let me know what that means exactly. Let me see what else we got. Here we go. Chris, I've been subscribed to your channel for 8 years. Oh man, that's nice. 8 years. Oh, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Since 2007. 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. Is it 15 years? No. It's not 15 years. It can't be. It's like 13 years, maybe. I only celebrated the 10-year anniversary a little while ago. I know time's flying, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Dylan Hicks is in the house. Hey, Dylan. But thanks, Chris, for being subscribed all those years. Appreciate that. Third Eye. Hey, Doc, there's demons in my ear. Yep. Dean, you and Clipper King got me into figure collections. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, you. Thank you very much, Chris. Here we go. Evil Alex, did you see the Chuck TV series trailer? Oh, right, the Chucky TV series. Yeah, I did see the trailer. It looks pretty damn promising. It looks good. Looking forward to seeing it eventually. I'm not too sure how I'm going to see it because I don't have the thing that it's playing on, but we'll find it. I'll find a way. Ethan, do you think Michael Myers' mask will be more damaged than Halloween Ends? Yeah, I mean, Chris Nelson, who made the masks for the movie, he did say to me that all three masks are very different in each film. So take from that what you will, but he did say they're very different from each other. So that's interesting. Clutch, Dean, I'm from Switzerland. Do you know where that is? Most people don't know. Of course I do. It's in fucking Switzerland. Alex, Dean, could I possibly come over to see your collection in person? Yeah, probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Unless I start like charging people to come visit. I don't know. I'm not much of an in-person person. I like me privacy. T Wayne, it's okay. I meant frustrated with this platform. Okay. So T Wayne, he was talking about being frustrated with the platform of YouTube. I mean, I get along all right on here. It's annoying. Well, it's not annoying because you've got to play by the rules. There's copyright issues and stuff. Like, obviously, don't ever use anyone else's music or any clips from movies. It took me a long time to let that sink in and just stay away from it. But you're so much better off on YouTube if you just play by the damn rules and just don't use anyone else's stuff. Or if you do, make sure you got permission and make sure you give them credit and all that stuff. But even then, they can turn around a few years later and say, oh, I want money for that. And it's happened to me once. My third strike that I had on my channel was because of some music that I had permission to use from this lady. And then she turned up a couple of years later saying, I didn't give you permission to use that. It's like, yes, you did, you stupid motherfucker. Almost got my channel shut down. So thanks for that. But it didn't work in the end. So I hope she's, nah. Right. That name 07 says, hey Dean, on a break at work right now. Dubla, is it Dubla 07? But I appreciate you watching the stream while you're on your break from work. I hope works not too hard. What you doing? Care to share with the group? What do you do? Yeah. Evil Alex, you want to see what? You want to see more damaged Myers masks or a new one undamaged in Halloween Ends? Okay. So do I want to see the mask even more damaged in Halloween Ends, or do I want him to get a new mask for Halloween Ends? See, Michael's attached to that mask, man. Literally, I don't think he want another mask. As much as it would be interesting, to see maybe them take a big risk like that and completely change the mask for the third movie. I really don't see it happening. I just think it's going to get even more damaged, probably. Could be wrong, but I know. I mean, obviously, Michael Myers is hell of attached to that mask of his. He loves it. So, RB says, "Hi Dean, what's your thought? What's your favorite Child's Play movie? Part 2 is my favorite. Child's Play 2, and then Child's Play 1 very closely. I think Child's Play 1's a better movie." Story wise, probably acting wise, probably all round is a better movie. I have a connection to Child's Play 2 because of the age I was, and it used to be on Sky Movies all the time when I was little. I don't know how old I was then when Child's Play 2 was on Sky all the time, probably like 12, 13, 14, something like that. But I really enjoyed Child's Play 2 a lot. But Child's Play 1's probably still the best movie, being totally honest about it, Then Max says, so my third time to try. Thoughts on Cyborg Spider-Man Hot Toys figure? Oh, okay. The Cyborg Spider-Man figure. It looks all right. It does look nice. It looks how it should look. It's the suit that I've used the least in the game. I don't really ever use that suit when I'm swinging around. I usually use the Sam Raimi suit or sometimes the tech suit, the Tony Stark one that he got in Homecoming. And the classic suit I use a lot, or I forget the name now, the black and green one, or the anti-ox suit is nice as well. But I don't really use the punk cyborg suit very much at all. I'm not too keen on it. It does look nice. I'm glad they're doing it because they might as well just go ahead and make all those Spider-Man suits, and especially want to see them go back and do the Sam Raimi suit again. I would love to see that and get a second chance to own that one. T. Wayne, you have a great channel. Came highly recommended from Real Batman. Just subscribed. Oh, thanks, T. Wayne. And thanks, Real Batman, if you're out there, for sending T. Wayne my way. Really appreciate that, guys. Ethan says, Halloween Kills has to be my most anticipated movie of all time at the moment. I have watched the Halloween Kills trailer around 32 times now. I think it's becoming a problem. Yeah, man. Do you know what? I wouldn't say Halloween Kills is my most anticipated film of all time. I do remember, I'll tell you some of the films that I do remember just waiting for them to come out, and just it was agony waiting for those films. Jurassic Park, I remember that was one. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I was so ready to see that film back when it was out at the cinemas. I was too young to see it at the cinema, so I had to wait for it to come out to rent on video. And I remember the day I was like 12 or 11 or 12, and I came out of the school gates, and my mum was, that day it came out, she said she was going to go rent it for me. And she was way off in the distance at the end of the school. And I remember coming out of that school door, like the first one out of the doors when the bell rang, and she held up the video and waved it like that. And I was so happy. I just ran towards her and went home and watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day for the first time. Oh my God. I wish I could remember watching it for the first time. I remember that moment where she held up the video, even though it wasn't the front cover of the movie, because when you rented the video, it was just like a generic box or whatever. But I knew what it was. And oh man. And Moonwalker as well, actually, the Michael Jackson thing. I remember Moonwalker, waiting for that. And yeah, that was pretty cool. What else? Well, The Dark Knight, because obviously after Batman Begins, I needed more of that. And obviously I didn't know that in The Dark Knight they were going to change the suit so quickly. So I thought Batman, The Dark Knight was going to be more of that suit that I loved. It was a little bit in the beginning, obviously, but I remember being really excited to see The Dark Knight. And Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man film, and was very excited to see Spider-Man 3, obviously, but then that turned out to be a bit of a letdown, so that was a shame. And there's loads of films I was really hyped up to see. But yeah, I'm really hyped up to see Halloween Kills, of course I am. I'm really excited to see Terrifier 2. Yeah, man. The new Predator movie apparently is called Skull, which is interesting. That's interesting. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is apparently putting pressure on the film studios to make a new Terminator movie sooner rather than later. I don't know if that's true. Could be internet bollocks, but interesting. Where were we? Okay. And he says that his name is pronounced double A07. Double A07. Okay, that's cool. I hope I remember that. You know what I'm like. Next week, the name will come up, and I'll be back here going W07. Sorry, man. I mean no disrespect. He says, I work for the richest man on the planet. If that's true, send a little my way, because I could do with a couple of beaners right now. John, he says, hi, hey man, hey John, thanks for joining. Mr. Musk, what's that about, Mr. Musk? Got a musky scent, perhaps. Where were we? Chris says the third movie Myers should have a white Spock mask. Yeah, people have turned the Spock masks into Myers masks. They do look very creepy with the pointy ears and the nose, and very creepy looking. Scott to be kidding is a great name. He's back and he says, evening. Your awesome recommendation of Sideshow's Ghostface meant I had to put down hard cash and grab him. Man, such a simple design, but it is truly epic. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Scott to be kidding. I'm glad you got it. Great piece. You'll have a lot of fun with that one. Great one to photograph. It's really fun to take pictures of that one. Clutch says, what kind of jobs did you have, Dean? Oh, lots of jobs. My first ever job was working in a big factory. Once all the workers went home, I cleaned the factory. I had to mop all the pathways, the floors and stuff. It was this big, huge factory, and I think they made cash point machines and elevators. So big, clunking machines, like in Terminator at the end, the first Terminator movie, all that stuff, wicked. And because it was like 95% male workforce, there was just page-free girls everywhere, and just posters of women everywhere. So as a 15-year-old, it was great. And I used to sneak off to the rooftop to smoke. This little secret passage I found up to the roof. That was great, man. That was a good little job. And really nice people as well. I was working on my own, but there was other people like cleaners who, because as well as the factory, there was also kind of above and to the side, there was offices, and the cleaner ladies, and there was this guy as well. They all used to clean up. And then at the end of the work day, we'd all meet in this cafeteria area to be told that it was okay to go. Anyway, boring. But yeah, that was a good job. I worked for Sega testing games for a little while. That was fun. I worked at the airport, British Airways. That was cool. That was when September 11th happened, though. I was there the day that all kicked off. That was really scary. And then I've just done loads of retail stuff and hotels and all kinds of jobs, really. I've never wanted to. That's why I work so many different types of jobs, because it just wasn't for me. I knew I had to make money, I had to pay bills, and I had to survive, so I had to work. But I never liked any of those jobs much. I mean, they were made some cool friends and stuff, but that just isn't for me. I should have been born rich, and had like people doing things for me, like go 2 sugars, cup of tea. Like when I do the dishes and when I'm cleaning things, it just feels wrong. I shouldn't be doing that stuff. I was meant for a higher purpose than cleaning dishes and hoovering. No. Menial tasks. No. Only Greg says, only Greg. Someone should make a set of V, the TV series characters. Oh, V used to scare me a little bit. That program, I remember that in the 80s. V. Yeah. Scared me. Big Time Suit, says Max. Big Time Suit. What's that? Third Eye 322 says, been meaning to ask you, what kind of body would you recommend to use for the TOTS 78 figure? Only have a few 1/6 scale figures, so I'm not sure what to get. I can't stand the TOTS body anymore. Well, Third Eye 322, I'll tell you, we did a video on this on the other channel, The Figure Pits. We really went into detail. We showed you like 5 different bodies that all work with that Todd's figure, and that's what you need to do. Rather than me sitting here trying to remember the name of those bodies, go to the Figure Pit channel. I'll show it to you. But we did a video, and it will cover that. You'll know your answer by the end of the video. I just got to type in the Figure Pit. There it is. Yeah, that's the channel you're looking for. There you go. That's the channel. It's called the Figure Pit. And the video you're looking for. Oh, hang on. It's done a few videos since then. Where is it? Here we go. Hold up. Where is it? There. Ooh, no. There it is. Gotcha. Play. Just let you see it. Well, it's our video, so I don't have to worry about copyright. Where's the volume? Oh, you absolute twat.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Figure Pit channel. So today we are taking a look at body replacements for the Trick or Treat Studios 78 Michael Myers. Dean, we've obviously seen a lot of you tinkering and your experiments.
Yeah, so that's the video you want, Third Eye. That's what you're after. Confirm that you have found the channel and that you've subscribed and that you're ready to watch the goodies. Evil Alex, can't wait for kills. Hope NECA makes a 1/4 scale for it too. I'm sure they will. And eventually for ends, yeah, would look awesome for all 4 films to have every Myers in the collection of this new saga of films. Yeah, man, I hope so. I'm sure we will. Where were we? Right, here we go. Max says, yeah, that Raimi suit should be made again. Got the old Raimi figure and all my backup pegs broke off. Every time I want to change the hands, I need to use a hairdryer. Yeah, the hands, changing the hands on the original Hot Toys Raimi Spider-Man. It's not a pleasant experience. Alex says, Dean, I sent you a message about the new Firesin 112 figs. Do you think the 1/6 are better, or do you think they made 112 cheaper so people can afford the figures, as the 1/6 are expensive now? I don't know, man. The 112 scale figures are obviously cheaper than the 1/6, but it's the problem really because like the Vampirella I have, thanks to Mark and Irene, that's a 112 scale Firesin / TB League figure. And obviously the arms, everything, the proportions way smaller, way thinner because it's a much smaller piece. So you got to watch out for the elbows. I would not, when I bend the elbows on the 112 scale, I can feel the metal skeleton really right there on the fucking edge of popping out of the skin. So I never bend those ones. I'd be careful. I mean, you've got like Mezco 112 figures. They're like plastic with joints and you could play with them all day long. They're fantastic. I mean, I've got a few Mezco 112 scale figures, and they're absolutely incredible. I mean, their Hot Toys quality just shrunk down to 112 scale. They're absolutely amazing. Mezco, absolutely kill it. And I think there's like 4 or 5 heads with this one. That's just one of the heads. And you got Freddy as well. Freddy by Mezco. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely brilliant looking piece. Accurate sweater, really nice looking glove, great hat, great head sculpts. You get a bunch of heads. Superposability, gorgeous base. What more do you want? Right? Let's leave him there. Just leave Freddy standing there looking. I don't appreciate that figure enough. It's the thing when you start to build up a big collection, you start to neglect certain things. That's just a beautiful piece. Might have to revisit that one with a video, do a little pose session or something soon. Maybe a little Mezco horror special. I've got Pennywise, Freddy, and Myers. I can throw Vampirella in because she's the same scale. Is that all I've got? I think that's all I've got for now. But yeah, mad respect to Mezco for what they're doing in 112 scale. Just beautiful work. Oh God, come back. Ethan, I find factories kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Use of the cells and how big they are. Yeah. No, man. I mean, if you'd be forgiven for being a little bit creeped out in a big abandoned factory with all the machines doing their thing. I mean, yeah, it's just I like it personally. I love that kind of thing. I love the woods. I mean, obviously being out in the woods at night, I've done that by mistake once. I went through a little phase where I was really into photography. I remember it was the Jeremy video by Pearl Jam. Obviously, you know, the character in the true story, but that kid Jeremy in the Pearl Jam song, like he was in the woods a lot. He used to go there to get away from the bullying at school and all this. And so I was into going to the woods for a little while, and I was into that when I was younger. And I went to this particular place and I went really deep in, taking pictures of trees and scenery and stuff. And I remember thinking, I'm a little bit lost right now. I can't quite remember how to get out of here. And it is getting dark, so I should probably start trying to make my way out of here. But I didn't. And I kept taking pictures and I kept going further in. And it really got dark. And I forgot that there's no street lights. Like once it gets dark in the woods, it's pitch black. And that was scary. I remember running at one point. I just thought, right, I need to get out of here. And oh man, it's scary. You feel that feeling when you're running in the dark that there's something always behind you chasing you. But yeah, factories and stuff. Yeah, I find all that stuff really interesting. What zodiac sign are you? I'm a Scorpio. I've got my little tattoo, Scorpio. It's one tattoo that I have. I'm Scorpion. Sorry. Third Eye says, did you really? I'm subscribed already. Must have missed it. Oh, okay. So thanks, Third Eye, for already being subscribed to the Figurebit channel. Evil Alex says it's the Figurebit channel, not Dean's. Yeah, it's not my channel. It's the store channel. This is my channel. Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Says, is anyone getting the Hasbro Labs Galactus? Galactus? I'm not sure what that is. Is anyone getting the Hasbro Labs Galactus? I'm curious. I'm going to look it up because I want to know what that is. Hasbro what? Where'd he go? Come back. Oh, there it is. Hasbro Labs Galactus. There it is. Okay, what are we talking about? Oh, okay. I got you. I see it. That's quite nice, isn't it? It's quite a nice piece. Galactus. What scale is that? The 32 inch. 32 inches tall. Behave yourself, Galactus. I'm not talking about the figure pit. I'm subbed to both. Oh, sweet. Max says big time suit, the black and green suit from Spider-Man. Oh, the big time suit. Oh, okay, is that what it's called? The black and the green suit from Spider-Man is called the big time suit. Thanks, Max. Thanks for sorting that out. Oh, ATV in the house. Haven't seen ATV in a while. Thanks for joining ATV. He says, well, I have to admit, it's been a long time since I could join a live stream, but I'm back. Hey, Dean. Hey, ATV. Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate it. And Sean the Collector is here. He says, hey, Dean, I really enjoyed that video you recently did for the Unmasked Myers head sculpt. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm surprised how quickly it made it to 1,000 views. That's not usually the case when it comes to my Myers videos. They do eventually get there, but it takes a couple of weeks. That's one day. So well done to Bree Toons for making such a cool head sculpt that people seem interested in. That's really good. Jamie says, your live was suggested. Do you make them masks? What's this? Your live was suggested. Do you make them masks? No, I don't make these. These are Tots masks that Simon Brandolino on Instagram has reworked for me, although I did do the hair on that one myself. Let's try on the 78 because it's massive. It'll look hilarious. It's so big. It's so big. Yeah, last time I did a live stream where I tried on a mask, it was the first thing my girlfriend said to me the next day. She was like, you tried on a mask on the live stream? I was like, yeah. She's like, all right. What? It's forget about it. Look at my shiny head. Like James Jude Courtney. I think me and James Jude Courtney have a very similar shaped head. I just don't have the big bump there. But I think that's why the 2018 masks fit me so well, because we got the same pretty much the same head. It's massive. It's not too bad though. So yeah, Simon did a great job. You take the light, do this. Oh, doesn't look too bad. Backlight it, eh? Spooky. All the old telephone. Give it all that. Pretend that the water bottle's phone. Hello, what? Yeah, brilliant. But yeah, that's a beautiful one. I used to have a Nag Nightmare mask, but I sold it. I just want one. Just want one of each. And I'd eventually like to get to that point with the figures as well, but it's so difficult because when you've got the Tots 2018 head that I've repainted, I love that. But then I've got the Ryan Harper custom head, which is undeniably friggin' incredible. So it's like, how do you choose which one to rock? I guess you just alternate between the two every now and then. But I do love this mask, man. I think it was Justin Mabry did the sculpt. Amazing job. Amazing. Yeah, just hopefully one day they'll make this one just a little bit smaller, and then I can wear it for videos like where I dress up as Myers and stuff, which is always fun. It's always fun. Yeah. There's the 2018 one again. It's gorgeous. And that is Simon basically copied down to the smallest detail from the video of Nick Castle showing the mask that he wore in the movie. And he copied it exactly. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so on point. With the blood on the chin and stuff. It's a nice fit, this one. This one fits me quite well. And the hair is fantastic as well. Really nasty. Got the Velcro strapping or Velcro like on the movie to keep the collar up and stuff. You've seen it before. Well, let's show it again, goddammit. I don't give a fuck. Oh. How long we done? 1 hour. That's the first time I looked at that. 1 hour, 37 minutes. Doing well, doing well. I get exactly what you mean. I collect Mezco. Yeah, man, Mezco rules. Ethan, I hope to meet James, Duke, Courtney, and Christopher Nelson, or even just them, like saying a message to me. Was this? Or even for my birthday. That is one of my dreams. But it most likely won't ever happen. Oh man, don't think like that, Ethan. See, the only reason it's difficult because I got in touch with Christopher Nelson ages ago on Instagram and stuff, and it's difficult because you're trying to talk to someone that you admire and you admire their work and stuff, but you don't want to come across as just like you're geeking out, like, oh my god, it's you. So you got to keep it cool and just try and talk to them just like a regular person, because they are just a regular person. But at the same time, you're talking to an Oscar winner, you know, like Christopher Nelson. He won an Oscar for Suicide Squad with Killer Croc, all that makeup and stuff, and he's done so many films. It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when I found out he worked on Bad Moon. That's going back a little bit. But I think it helped because I had the Michael Myers collection and stuff. I used to send him some pictures of the figures that I was working on and stuff. And that, I think, got his attention a little bit. So I was able to get talking to him. And then eventually I was able to get him on the channel. We did the interview. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out the video on the channel where I spoke to him. We talked for like 45 minutes, all about Michael Myers and the mask and the details. I wanted to ask him things that I'd never heard anyone ask him before. Just little things like, you know, just details. I love details when it comes to the masks. So really, really cool to have him on. I really hope to get him on again sometime. Maybe after Halloween Kills comes out. Plenty to talk about then. But yeah, Christopher Nelson, honestly, he's a really cool guy. He's really nice. He's very generous with his time. I mean, he's a busy dude, but he'll always find a moment to get back to you eventually. I haven't really reached out to James Dew Courtney much. I should do. I think I might have sent him a picture or two over the years. Didn't get much of a response from him, but I know he must be getting messages like crazy, so I totally get that. But it'd be nice to try and get James Dew Courtney on the channel at some point, because I'd have so many questions to ask him about playing Myers, just little things. So I might work on that. Still, obviously, I was in communication with David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown in the Terrifier movies, and I had him all set up to come on the channel and do an interview. And then he got busy again. And then I thought to myself, well, it's probably best to do that once Terrifier 2 is about to be released. So still going to get him on the channel at some point and talk to David Howard Thornton. I need to get Ryan Harper back on the channel soon, because he wanted to talk about some new things he's working on. Just a matter of scheduling things because of the time difference between the UK and America. It's always a bit of a tricky one. It's like when me and Justin want to try and get together, he'll invite me on a live stream and it won't be taking place until like 3 or 4 in the morning. So usually I'm up at 3 or 4 in the morning, to be honest with you, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I kind of fall back into more of a regular sleeping pattern, and that's usually when people get in touch and want to meet up and stuff, but I'll work it out. Clutch Dean, do you think you'll ever sell all your DC and Marvel figures and only keep the horror stuff? No, there would always be some DC stuff that I would keep. I would never sell my Batman Begins stuff, and I don't really ever see myself selling the Mark Hamill Joker by Hot Toys or my custom Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I'd keep that. I'd keep my Adam Hughes Catwoman for sure. And I would like to at least keep one Ben Affleck Batman, and I would definitely keep the regular suit from Dawn of Justice. That's the one I keep from that. And I would like to keep one Michael Keaton. I've got 2 Keaton Batmans. I've got the 89 DX and I've got the Batman Returns, and I think I'll keep the Batman Returns, even though I love them both equally. And it would make more sense for me to keep the 89 because I've got the 89 Joker and they go together. But I don't know. It's a fucking pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. Because if I sell the Batman Returns and then Hot Toys do eventually release the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, then I'm screwed because I don't have Batman anymore that goes with her. So, what do you do? I don't know. I'll have to hold off on that one for a little while. Kevin Litchford, hey Kevin, he says, hey Dean, I found Mezco because of the 89 Batman yet to be released. Can't wait for that one. Oh, yeah, the 89 Batman. If it's anything as good as their Christopher Reeve Superman, that turned out fantastic. Mezco just, I keep saying it, man, but I friggin' love what they're doing. Every time I get my hands on a Mezco figure, the thought does enter my head, sell all your 1/6 stuff because you ain't got the space for it, and just do Mezco instead. But that's not going to happen. I love my 1/6 scale figures, man. But I love what Mezco do. Can't praise them enough, really. Like NECA and Mezco, 2 companies that just do good work. Good work. Just nothing but respect for them. Dean, this is from Alex Talbot. Dean, do you reckon Hot Toys should make a seamless body all the way through the female figures, as the joints on the figures I have sometimes quite flimsy and break very easily? Do I think Hot Toys should go seamless bodies with the female figures? Well, they have with Wonder Woman. I mean, not completely seamless because obviously the legs are attached on with a joint. I don't know, man. When it comes to seamless bodies, even though Fireson do warn you in the packaging, not to leave the elbows bent for long periods of time, I still did it because I just felt quite safe with Fireson bodies. And I think with the male bodies, because there's more muscle tone and stuff, you'd probably be a bit better off. I think I remember asking you guys, those of you out there who had a Fireson Arnold Schwarzenegger set up where he's naked and he's just come back through time and he sort of lands on the ground, he's in that crouch down pose. Those of you out there who have your Arnie set up like that, have you had any damage on your knees yet? I don't know, because I don't have it. I think Stephen Maurice has one set up like that, so I might have to reach out to him and ask him. But no, to be honest, see, when it comes to Spider-Man figures by Hot Toys, even though like aesthetically pleasing, they go for the suit with the seamless look and everything, but you just can't leave them in cool poses because they will get damaged. I mean, the picture I just showed you earlier in the stream of the Flash figure now taking damage on the elbow. The person who showed the picture said they hadn't even had the elbow bent for very long, and already it started to peel and rip and stuff. It's terrible, man. But when it comes to, aliens, I've already said, I think they should do all plastic aliens, like with joints, and just conceal the joints as best they can. Just go for plastic jointed, like a big NECA figure. That's how they should do the aliens. And I think they should do the same thing for Spider-Man. Certain suits, I think you could get away with it, like the Iron Spider from the Avengers movies. I think they could have, if they had really spent some time with R&D, they could have made that figure a hell of a lot better than they did. Because you're just going to destroy that suit eventually, depending on where you live as well, climate and stuff. Jamie says, I live near Berry Castle. That is freaky at night. Ooh. Castles, huh? They can be freaky. Old castles, places with a lot of history. Where was I? Just okay, there we go. Dennis says it's 32-inch figure. Oh, what, the Galactus, is it? But because I can't afford the 1/4 scale version of a statue, this is a steal at $400. $400! Total Resin, UK statue collector, says, good evening. First time catching you live. New to 1/6 figures and absolutely loving it. Total Resin. Hey, Total Resin. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate that. He's just getting into the 1/6 thing now, then, apparently. So that's, you got a lot of, there's so much. I always say that, like, folks who have just discovered the hobby now, like, oh man, Jesus. Think about all the things, just Hot Toys, for example, all the things they've done from 2005, whenever it was when they started, to now. I mean, Jesus, the back catalogue of iconic characters. I mean, and then that's not even including Blitzway and Medicom and Enterbay and all those other companies. There's just, I mean, if you're just coming into the 1/6 figure hobby now and you're about 25, 30, maybe, you know, I mean, Jesus, there's just so much to catch up on. Very daunting, I'm sure. Like, must be. I mean, it got to the point at a certain point with me and Hot Toys, for example, where once they made the Endoskeleton and RoboCop and the Alien and the Predators and Batman Begins and the Jokers and all this stuff, it gets to a point where you just think, who's left to make? I mean, from the iconic characters that we grew up watching, I mean, I suppose there's a few, like, there's quite a few Sylvester Stallone characters we haven't seen in figures yet, like Cobra. And although apparently Sylvester Stallone is starting his own company and Cobra is going to be the first one he actually makes in 1/6 scale. Sly. He's a smart dude. But yeah, you could talk about that all day. Alex Dean, I also have the Hot Toys Jack Sparrow DX15. That's a nice piece. And then Jackie says, can you get Sci-Fi Channel in the UK so you be able to watch? All right, the Sci-Fi Channel. I think you can. I don't have it, but I'm pretty sure you can. Breaks over. Have a good one, Dean. Oh, it's breaks over. Thanks. AA7. See, I remembered. Dennis, LEDs in the head, chest, and back, plus 72 points of articulation. It is, if it gets 14K backers, then it will be made. You have until August 30th. Interesting. And Mike Echo says, I'm going to start doing videos on my channel again. I just hope. And the regular Michael Jackson head sculpt was not fantastic, but the zombie version was great. And then Bad, the DX Bad figure, that was the one I should have got. I should have got that. I didn't get it. That looked like a great piece. The Billie Jean, no, Beat It figure. I remember Clipper King had that one. That looked good, really good. I was disappointed that they didn't make Smooth Criminal, because that would have been the one I would have absolutely had to get. But yeah, I think they're good, man. They're good Michael Jackson figures from Hot Toys. They're pretty old now, but they did well. Dennis, they are at 10K already, and they will come with bonus tier rewards like Silver Surfer, extra faces, etc. Ethan Dean is the new Michael Myers. Interesting. Max, that mask looks old. So this is when I was showing the mask. Okay. Bree. Oh, hey, there's Bree. Bree Horror Channel. Lol, joined at the right time. Hey, Dean. Hey, Bree, we were talking about your. He's back on the shelf again. We're talking about your head sculpt and how the video's doing very well. What's the video on now? It was on 1,000 views last time I checked before I did the stream. How's it doing? How you doing? Oh, Jesus, it's had another 200 views. It's only been 18 hours and it's got 1,200 views. That's pretty sick. So well done, Bree, for making something that clearly people are interested in. Very nice. Yeah, man, I'm loving it. He's up there on the shelf right now, holding the mask, looking at it, looking all scary. So Bree's here, so I'll get it down and just show him because he might want to see. He's already seen it in the video, but there you go, Bree. Holding on to the mask. Look at that. It looks brutal. Really, really cool. Loving that, man. The other side. Burnt and scary. Yeah. There you go. And Simon Brandolino said it was really good as well. He sent me a message. He saw the video. That's good. Right. That does look cool and very creepy, JJ Conroy says. Is that the mask, was it? And Bree says, rumor has it that Tots are bringing out the flashback scene mask from Kills. Oh, probably, yeah. I guess they will, wouldn't they? Do you know what? Spoiler alert again, cover your ears. It's not much of a spoiler, but from the soundtrack track listing that came out today, if it is official, it might cover your ears if you don't want to hear this. It might sound a bit like the flashback scene is what I don't even want to say it out loud. Like I said, cover your ears, but maybe the flashback is at the beginning of the movie. That might make sense. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's this nice, substantial flashback, about 10 minutes long or something. I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait. Where are we? Oh, yeah. So we had 54 watching and 54 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Just got in today and the Trick or Treat studio. What's this? Hang on. Mark Randolph says, just got in today. The Trick or Treat Studios, Rob Zombie, Michael Myers. Great figure. Trick or Treat Studios, Rob Zombie, Michael Myers. They didn't make one, did they? They haven't made one. What are you talking about? God damn it. As far as Trick or Treat, no, as far as Rob Zombie, Michael Myers official figures, you've got Mezco did one. I think that was the Hobo. And they might have also done a Halloween 2 where he's kind of posed like that. Like 7-inch scale or something, and then the Hobo was 1/6, I think. And then you had NECA. They did a Rob Zombie 2007 7-inch Myers and also a quarter scale Myers. But Trick or Treat Studios have not made any Rob Zombie Michael Myers figures yet. So I'm not sure. Confirm, Mark. What is it you actually have? Jamie, after Halloween 2 in 81, Dean, do you think they should have ended the franchise there and carried it on the way they have? Well, I mean, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, I haven't seen it. Halloween 4, I've seen most of it, but I really wasn't that interested, to be honest. Even as much as a fan as I am of Halloween, I just couldn't really get into part 4 or 5. And part 6 I didn't like that much either. It really does come down to the mask. I have to love the mask, otherwise I can't really get into it. Halloween H2O I quite like. Don't love it or anything. It really does. You can tell it's like the Scream era, like Scream when popular, and you can tell by the music and the way it's shot and everything about that film. It was just like, oh, Scream's popular. Let's do another Halloween then and cash in on that. And then Halloween Resurrection, I've never seen it. I've seen clips, obviously, with Busta Rhymes and stuff, and it just looks stupid, so I've never watched that. So yeah. What was the question? Oh, right. After Halloween 2. I like Halloween 2. It's grown on me. I love the soundtrack now, and I think Dick Warlock looked good, as Michael Myers. I like the look of him in the movie. It's frustrating how slow he moves at points in the movie where he's got Laurie right there, and he could easily get her, but he's walking so slow when she's in the lift and the door's closed, and he's just like, it's so. Other than that, it's pretty damn cool. AC, some Myers photos up on 1/6 scale network. Check them. Ooh, what's this? 6 scale network. Some Myers photos. What, from an event or something? Because that would be some cool breaking news. What's this? Oh, the Crow. 6 scale network. Oh, right. As in, yeah, 6 scale network. Well, I'm looking on there. I'm looking on 6 scale network. Let's see if I see any Myers stuff. I'm seeing a lot of Marvel. All Marvel. Only Marvel. There is some Myers pictures here from Andrew Cox. But that's just the Tots figure. He gets a little a moment in the bit of shine. Andrew Cox there with his picture. Cool. That's enough of that. Plays a mean guitar too. He did a little tribute to Joey from Slipknot when he passed away on his channel, the Lord of the Seven Strings. Threw out some riffs. Yeah, man. Gage Baker. Is that you say? Gage Baker? You think Michael Myers will win in Halloween Ends? I don't know, man. I don't know. Laurie's getting on a bit. Michael Myers is getting on a bit. They're getting too old to keep doing this. I don't know. I mean, kind of the right thing to do after a character. Okay, so none of the other films happened. Just the 78 movie. Then we jump to 2018, kills and ends. Even with that considered, Laurie Strode has been through so much. It would be kind of messed up to kill her at the end of all this. I mean, she could technically still have some happiness in her life. She's had no happiness since 1978. She hasn't been happy because she's been waiting for this day to come where she fights the monster that traumatized her and killed all her friends. So to kill her in this new trilogy would be a bit fucked up, you know. But to kill Michael Myers and then years later they just reboot it again, that makes sense to me. But leave it kind of ambiguous, like, is he dead or not? Like the way they did at the end of the first film. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of Halloween Kills they kind of pay tribute to that original ending where they show different scenes and you can hear him breathing but you can't see him, like he might still be out there. So that's all I got to say about that, man. I think it would be a bit messed up to kill Laurie after everything she's been through and not give her any happiness in her life. Like, that would be really miserable if she dies in Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends, because that would mean that she literally, she never had any joy in her life because she was traumatized and waiting for this day to come again. So I would probably predict that Laurie doesn't die and that they maybe do kill Myers in the last one, or maybe they kill him at the end of Halloween Ends and something weird is going on with maybe they do kill him at the end of Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends is just a weird movie. I don't know, because David Gordon Green did say in the Total Film magazine, he did say that he wanted each film to be kind of different and stand alone sort of thing. So I don't know, it's all speculation, but it's an interesting topic. Where was I? Okay, ATV. What do you think about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film coming out? Nothing. There's still not much information, but it looks promising. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. I do not know anything about it. Was it a reboot or a continuation? I don't even know. But I'm glad we get more Leatherface. Hopefully it's good, though. There's still quite a lot of Leatherface stuff I haven't seen. I didn't see the prequel one. Yeah, I've seen. So was it Michael Bay who did the reboot, the original one? Yeah, that wasn't too bad. There was one where, like, oh god, where you see him literally cutting off the dude's face and then he wears it and stuff. That was messed up. But yeah, I'll probably have to go back and watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre soon. I haven't seen that in a long time. Love that film though, classic. where was we? Where were we? Come back. Why does it keep jumping to the end of the page? Here we go. Okay. Larry McMillan says, did you know Tarantino originally wrote Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as a novel, and it's just been published, and would you be interested in it? Well, I was listening to the podcast that Quentin Tarantino did with Joe Rogan. I didn't finish it because it was like almost 3 hours long. I got about halfway through, and I do remember him saying that the original or the full cut, if he was to release Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as the full uncut version, he said it would be like maybe 3.5 hours long. I can't remember how long the film actually is, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. I really love that movie. It's definitely one of my favorite Tarantino films now. I really do like it. But no, I can't say I see myself sitting down and reading the book. I would like to read the novelization of the Halloween 2018 film, because apparently you get some more details in there that you don't get in the movie. So maybe one day I'll try and pick up the novelization of that. Mr. Williams says, love the James Jude Courtney head sculpt. Oh, thanks, man. Night Sight 77. Hey, Night Sight, he's back, and he says, hey, Dean, what are we doing? When are we doing the Batman Begins movie live stream? Oh, what was that? Was that like a commentary thing where I sit and watch the movie and talk about it while the live stream's going on or something? I might do a commentary video. I keep saying that I might do something. Oh, Jesus, I'm really close to the microphone. I just looked down. The microphone's like here. Hope it hasn't been too loud for you guys. But yeah, one day I should really get on with doing like commentary videos for films I love. Definitely. Sorry with the delay for that, guys. But hopefully get my ass in gear. I mean, I could do it for Halloween. It'd be nice to do it for a shorter film first, because Batman Begins is like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something. Maybe do it for the original Halloween to start off. Maybe October 1st or something. I could bust out like a Halloween commentary video or something. But yeah, I'll have to. Or maybe I could do it with my girlfriend. That might be fun. We could sit there and talk about movies. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. In case she's watching this and thinking, no, you don't have to be on camera to do a commentary, Moxie. It could just be your voice. They'll just be looking at a picture, the poster of the movie, and then we'll be talking while the film plays. So keep your neck. Well, you'll be all right. Dylan Hicks says, yeah, I love the Advanced Suit Spider-Man by Hot Toys, but I didn't trust the material on it. Yeah, I really love that figure, man. I had it, I sold it, but I did love it a lot. And I like that material. I didn't trust it the same way as you. I didn't really trust bending the elbow for long and stuff, but I'm pretty sure it would take damage. But it was a very nice, tough feeling material. Clutch says, Dean, do you have any more scary moments or stories? Probably. Scary moments or stories. Nothing really coming to me. No, not really. Just those things I mentioned, really. That's it. Thank God, nothing too scary has happened to me. Dennis says, what are some Joker 1/6 scale figures that you would recommend that are not Hot Toys? Well, I'm thinking of Joaquin Phoenix Jokers, really, because Hot Toys made all of them, really. Did they even release the Cesar Romero? I don't think they did they? That's a shame. But the SW Toys Joker is great. The M Toys Joker is really good. And that's about it. That's about all I can think of, really. Yeah. Dylan Hicks, there is a site called Toy Anxiety that parts out figures, and they had a 50% off everything sale. I got the Hot Toys Spider-Man Mark IV body, head, some hands, and for $110. Really awesome. So, yeah, folks, Dylan Hicks is letting you know that Toy Anxiety have a 50% sale off everything at the moment. So go and check it out. That rings a bell, Toy Anxiety. I don't think I've ever bought anything from them. Are they based in America, probably? And then Cormega29 says, "Hey Dean, tuning in late. Just watched Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Oh, good shout. Nice. The Dream Warriors. Nice. Very nice. Dylan Hicks also says, I also got a DX10 Terminator 2 head from the site for $50. Amazing work from Hot Toys. Now I need to kit bash a Terminator without spending the money on the full DX10 figure. Yeah, you're better off. The DX10, what was it? A DX10 head sculpt you got? I'm not too keen on that one, to be honest with you. Out of all the Hot Toys Arnie heads, the DX10 was the one I liked the least. Very weird skin tone, almost like orange kind of skin, and his eyes, the irises were really weird looking. Not my favorite, probably my least favorite, even including the more recent Terminator film figures, like the older Arnie ones. They were really good, like head sculpts. But I guess the DX13 would be probably the best Terminator head, and then the Tech Noir head sculpt was still fantastic from the first movie. Excellent. They really nailed it with that one. I still like the MMS 117 head a lot. I think they really captured it there. Anyway, yeah, the DX10, I had it, I sold it. The real leather clothing, it was nice that it was real leather, but it was really tight on his arms and his legs, very tight. There wasn't really much room for movement. And yeah, I just wasn't keen on the head sculpt, but you could definitely make it look good in the right pose and stuff. You could put the glasses on, you'll be all right. Cormega, not for the first time with my daughter. What? Oh, okay. So he was watching Nightmare on Elm Street 3 with his daughter. Predator Reborn. Hey, Predator Reborn. He says, "Hey, Dean, you should go to the horror convention this year and speak to James Dew Courtney in person and tell him to get his ass on your stream or interview there instead." Yeah, man. I'm so friggin' slack when it comes to events like that. I've only ever been to one Comic-Con, and that was because Wyman from 16 Bruce, back when they were going, he invited me and Nick to go, and he gave us backstage passes, and it was brilliant. We just went straight in, and we were able to mooch about and stuff. I'd love to go to an event, Comic-Cons or horror, especially horror. I'd love to, but I've left it all. I always leave it too late, and they sell out so fast, man. But I would love to. I'd love to meet Courtney and see Nelson in person, and maybe meet Nick Castle or something. I mean, people have reached out to me in the past when they've been going to these events. They said, "Look, I'm going to go to this event. I'm going to meet Nick Castle. Is there anything you want me to get signed for you?" So people have been so nice. I never did it, but it was so cool of them to think of me. And then Bree says, "That is fantastic. Thanks again, mate." That was when I was showing his head sculpt on the body, holding the mask. Woo! Rich96 says, "Hello, I've just watched your life-size Myers video. Could you tell me how you weathered the hands, please? I've subbed also." Thanks for subbing. The hands on my mannequin, they're quite small hands, so I just had to make it work. I literally just got some brown paint and put some water and mixed like a brown wash, mostly water with some brown in there, and just kind of went around the fingernails and the knuckles and areas like that. Just made it look a little bit more grimy. They're really not that detailed. But from regular viewing distance, it looks a bit more real now because there's some dirt and grime on the hands. Well, technically now it's a 2018 life-size Myers, so his hands could be way more bloody. So I might do that. You can get separate hands, custom hands that you can put on a mannequin. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things that I just haven't got around to doing yet. There's always something else that needs doing. And then Alex says, "What is your favorite possession in your collection?" It's very difficult to say, Alex. I always get asked that, and I always get a bit stuck, to be honest. I love Batman Begins. I love all my Batman Begins stuff. I love my custom Adam Hughes Catwoman. It's so unique. And obviously all my horror stuff, man. It's getting really difficult to answer those questions as far as what's your favorite and stuff. It's just I love everything that I have. I sold everything that I was a bit lukewarm on, and now I'm left with everything that I just love. So very difficult to choose a favorite. But Batman Begins, man, it really does come down to that movie. That's why I started the channel. And then Kevin Litchford says, have you seen the new Mezco Joker? Old school horror vibes. I don't think so, Kevin. I don't think I have. I'll keep an eye out for it, though. Netta C. Croy says, Dean, what are your thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home suits? Absolutely hideous. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Like I said in the video, what video? I did a video covering all the announcements that time when the Iron Strange or Dr. Iron or whatever the fuck they called it. When they announced all that bollocks, I covered all that and nothing really impressed me. I do not like the look of the new Spider-Man suit. Very kind of busy, a lot going on, not too keen on it. Mark says, my mistake, I meant the 2018. Oh, okay, Michael Myers, no worries, that's cool. 2 hours and 11 minutes, guys. That's gone by pretty fast, isn't it? What time is it? It's 10:17. Not too bad. I would really like to own Halloween 2 Michael Myers figure from Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah, me too, man. Because I've bashed together with custom heads that I got from Ryan and stuff. I've managed to make quite a few Dick Warlock 1/6 scale figures. Just one, but I'm always changing things and trying to get it right. But I'm never going to get it right until Trick or Treat Studios make the figure, because I need the coveralls, I need the accurate pockets, I need the accurate collar for Halloween 2. It's very specific looking. The collar on Halloween 2 is smaller than the one from 78, so it's just got a different look. And the pockets are different. I don't think there's any pocket flaps. It's just different. And plus, our Trick or Treat Studios, because it had bullet holes the whole way through the movie, because it's a continuation from the 78 movie straight away the same night. So the Trick or Treat Studios Dick Warlock Myers figure in 1/6 scale should have the 6 or 7 bullet holes. You got the 6 bullet holes here, but then you've got like that 7th scratch here where the bullet seems to have clipped his arm. You can see that in certain pictures. So yeah, until Trick or Treat Studios release that Dick Warlock Myers, I can never really have Jesus. I can't wait to see the head sculpt as well, because Justin Mabry and Alex Ray have been doing such an amazing job with those heads. Absolutely killed the 78, absolutely killed the 2018. I cannot wait to see the Halloween Kills figure as well. It's exciting stuff. And it's all going to be announced soon, because Halloween Kills is fast approaching. And they've been sitting on these figures. NECA have been sitting on their Halloween Kills figure for a while now because of the delay. It's been ready for ages. Alex Ray from Trick or Treat Studios confirmed to me that they have already finished the Halloween Kills figure. It's done. It's just they're waiting for the right time to show it. So exciting stuff. Then Liam Longstaff says, hey Dean, is there any figures you have sold in the past which you regret or miss having in your collection? Yeah, it always comes back to that Tech Noir Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 1. That's probably the one I miss the most. That's it, really. Sold a lot of figures, but that's the only one that I ever really... I mean, I don't miss it that much because I don't have it. If I really missed it that much, I'd have it again by now. I would have found a way to do that, but I obviously don't miss it that much because it's not here. But yeah, that's about the only one really, because it was a badass piece. Clutch says Christopher Nolan turned 51 today. Such a great director. Yeah. I mean, Dark Knight Rises. Interstellar. Tenet. You can shove that up your ass. But no, he's good, isn't he? I mean, he made Batman Begins, so that's like my favorite film of all time. I like The Prestige. That's a really good one. Inception, I like, But Tenet, I'm never going to watch it. I'm just not going to watch that pretentious bullshit. I'm just not watching it. Oh, God. John Gray says, Dean and everyone else, what do you think about the quality of 1/12 scale figures? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Excellent. Double bend in the elbows, hats that remove, heads that are completely sculpted, unlike Sideshow, who don't give you the top of the heads. Fucking stupid idiots. Yeah, man, just excellent. Hey! Welcome to my nightmare, bitch. Chill out, mate. Okay, now. All right. But yeah, 1/12 scale figures, they're the way to go, really. These are better than Hot Toys because these won't deteriorate and rot over time. This Freddy figure will be around long after I'm dead, and it'll still look this good. Whereas Hot Toys, half of my Hot Toys figures are fucked. Rotting suits, broken joints, stupid crap, expensive bollocks. Sorry. I've been in the game since 2007, man. I've seen a lot of shit. And yeah, Hot Toys, they're the big dogs, but they're also not, you know, I mean, God. Very, very, very few of my Hot Toys figures don't have some kind of issue, you know. It's just the truth of the matter. Ethan, do you think it would be a good idea to message both James Drew Courtney and Christopher Nelson to ask them a single question? Like if they could send me a message for my birthday. Man, I do not know. I'm not them, so I can't speak on that, man. You just have to send them a message and hope that. So that's the thing. If you don't hear back from them, then you get all like, you know, it sucks, doesn't it? I mean, I've had that. You know, there's people I've messaged just on a whim. Thought maybe I'll message this person I've always sort of admired for years, and maybe they'll get back to me. But they don't always do. But they're busy. They get thousands of messages all the time. So it's just, I mean, I know it's like doing what I do. I can't answer every message I get. I try, but it's very difficult. So I mean, I'm not even a fraction of the kind of messages that James Drew Courtney and people like that would be getting. So I mean, yeah, they're busy. They're busy folks. During the lockdown, it was a bit more. You had a bit more of a chance of getting a reply from someone. During the lockdown, when it happened, you know, that was the best time to reach out to someone because you know, it was the big equalizer, wasn't it? Everyone was just sitting at home trying to figure out what to do. Where were we? And then Jackie says there's coming out a NECA Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis 2-pack Halloween 2. Yeah, I've seen that. It does look quite cool. Lord of the Seven Strings. Thanks for the shout out, Dean. Appreciate that, mate. Nobody is. It's fine. Alex, just regular old Alex says, Dean, do you live in Bexon Hill? What? Bexhill on Sea? No, I don't. I've never heard of that. Two boys and their pops. What if they both die at the same time in some way? I don't know. I don't know. I think they are setting up her granddaughter for the future. Yeah, I don't know. I hope not. I don't really. I think this trilogy should just end when it ends. I mean, it's Halloween Ends. You know, hopefully the hint is in the title, and then they leave it for about 5-6 years, and then reboot it again, start fresh. Maybe take some risks then. But no, I don't know. Epic, good to see you back here. Oh, is he talking to Two Boys and Their Pops? But welcome to the stream, Two Boys and Their Pops. Thanks for joining again. He says, did you hear the ones doing, what's this? Did you hear the ones doing Halloween Kills is going to do a new Exorcist? Oh, right. So David Gordon Green, yeah, he's doing the new Exorcist movie or a new trilogy of Exorcist movies. Yeah, I've heard that. Let's hope it's good. Two Boys. Ethan, the preview for Halloween Kills theme just came out. I listened to it for a few seconds and goosebumps. Ooh. Lord of the Seven Strings, talking to Two Pops. Thank you. Here we go. The kill count for Halloween Kills is going to be massive. Your thoughts on a Michael Myers killing spree that big? Well, yeah, I mean, apparently there's some messed up scenes. I mean, there's a mob. There's a whole mob after him. So we have to assume that they catch up to him at some point. And maybe, you know, it looks like they're about to kill him. Maybe they beat the crap out of him and then he just gets up and just starts wailing on them. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be the other way around where he just wails on the mob and then they overpower him and they manage to, I don't know. I mean, like I said, the track listing for the soundtrack of Halloween Kills leaked, or it's come out, and you can tell from the titles of the songs kind of how the film plays out. So, yeah, it's interesting. Alex, do you know how I can get, or how I could get a 1/4 Batman cheap? No. eBay, and fingers crossed, hopefully it's cheap. Probably not. The Entebbe Batman's not going cheap. The Hot Toys quarter scale Batman Begins not going cheap. The NECA figure, the quarter scale NECA Batman Begins, you can get that for a good price, and that's amazing. So I'd do that if you want. Clutch. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I didn't quite understand it. What is it about? Oh God. What is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood about? Well, mainly it's about Rick Dalton, who is an actor who's getting into his late 30s. Maybe he's just about to turn 40. He's been a famous cowboy act. He does cowboy stuff, movies and sitcoms and stuff, I guess. And he's starting to get old now, and he's starting to panic because the quite high up people in Hollywood are sitting down having meetings with him saying, look, your time's running out. Maybe you should go to Italy and do Italian Westerns instead. And that's, just watch the fucking movie. At its core, I guess Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is really just about two good friends. And it's really nice just spending time with those two friends and the kind of adventures they get into. Like it's Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio. And they're just two really good friends. And it's just cool how much of a good friend. What's Brad Pitt's character's name? You got Rick Dalton, which is Leonardo DiCaprio. And then Brad Pitt's character was called... I know this. No, it's not coming to me. Someone's probably already said now in the thingies. But anyway, I'm going to move on, folks, because you could just look that up. It will say what the film's about a lot quicker than I can explain it. Jamie, do you think it would be great if Sideshow or Trick or Treat Studios makes 6-scale figures of Dr. Loomis and Laurie Strode in the future? See, obviously, yeah. Like, do you think it would be great if they made those figures? Of course. Like, it'd be better than not making it. Sure. Do it. Alex, hopefully we get to be best friends. Red flag. Warning. Oh, sorry. Wankstain. Oh, Wankstain in the house. Haven't seen you in a while. The questionable handle. Hey, Dean, just dropping by to say hi. Hope all's well. Thanks, Wankstain. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well too. Lord of the Seven Strings. The new Candyman film should be interesting. Yeah. Jordan Peele helmed. Yeah, Jordan Peele helmed. And I heard Tony Todd will make an appearance as well. Yeah, the fact that Jordan Peele it has anything to do with it means bollock all to me, because Get Out was fantastic and Us was the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. So, Jordan Peele, he came on the scene with his first film, blew everyone's mind, and then completely deflated that balloon with his follow-up movie. So, that's really the true test. Like, your second movie is the true test when it comes. Like, if you come out and you make a great first film, the second film is very important. And as far as I'm concerned, Us was shit. Just absolute steaming, flies all around it, turd fest, awful. Mike Echo, Monkey Depot also does that. I've used them probably 10 years, both Toy Anxiety. All right, yeah, Monkey Depot. I remember that. When Mike used to get his spare parts, a lot of Terminator stuff, head sculpts and such. Alex, what do you think of the Hot Toys Black Widow from Captain America, the Winter Soldier? I used to have that one. That's the one Black Widow figure I ever bought. Very limited posability because of her outfit. I mean, you can bend the elbows and stuff, but I thought she was quite limited, especially in the ankles, because the boots she was wearing, there's no movement there. So it's very kind of awkward looking legs. The hair was nice, great head sculpt though. I took some really nice pictures of that figure. But yeah, was it Captain America, the Winter Soldier? Yeah, it's a nice looking figure. You know, if you just want one Black Widow, I mean, there's definitely better ones by Hot Toys when it comes to Black Widow. Like you might want to go for the Endgame one, I think. Is it Endgame? Yeah. Infinity War was the one with the short blonde hair where she wore the vest from the other Doris that was in the solo film. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney because of the streaming situation with the Black Widow movie. I mean, I guess she feels sort of safe doing that against Disney now because her character's already been killed off. And she's had her solo film now, so that's probably the last we'll see of her. You know, I mean, she's dead. Just let her be dead. It's like with Tony Stark. I worry that in future Marvel films they're gonna find a way to get him back, like do it like his consciousness will be uploaded to the thing, and he'll be like a Jarvis type thing. I don't know. I just yeah, whatever. I don't care. But yeah. So Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney. We'll see how that works out. She's going up against the big evil corporation, you know, Disney. They'll probably have her offed. Where's Scarlett? We haven't seen her in a while. Oh, I don't know. Last I heard, she was suing Disney. Yeah, we ain't going to see her again. Or we'll get some like weird clone, you know, something. Alex, I'm a massive horror fan, Dean, over sci-fi any day. I like sci-fi as well, but yeah, horror. I like horror. I don't really have a favorite genre though. I love my horror figures, but I wouldn't say horror is my favorite type of movie. I certainly do like horror. You know, it's probably up there near the top. I don't know what my favorite kind of movie is. I like action stuff. I like comedies. I like horror. I like thrillers. All that stuff. I love a good courtroom drama. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I love The Exorcism of Emily Rose so much, because it's a horror movie and a courtroom drama. That's win-win-win for me. Rich. Wow, 72 likes. That's nice. That's some of the most likes I've ever had. 2 hours, 28 minutes. I haven't had a tea break yet. Bobby Meek in the house. He says, check. Oh, where'd it go? Come back. Where'd it go? Bobby Meek. Check that message I just sent you. Get ready to be happy. Ooh. What's going on here? What's going on, Bobby? There it is. Oh, what? What? Oh, shit. It's a bit naff artwork, though. But here is the front cover. That is a bit naff. Not too keen on that. I mean, it's nice. Thanks, Bobby. But yeah, that is the new front cover to the 4K version of Dog Soldiers. I mean, it's all right. It's a bit colorful. It's pretty good, though. It's nice. Why are the eyes yellow, though? They're not like that in the movie. I mean, yeah. I'm glad I'm going to get it in 4K. I'm looking forward to watching my favorite horror movie of all time, Dog Soldiers, in 4K. But I'm not sure if I'm in love with that artwork. But thanks, Bobby, for sending me that. That's very cool. What page was that you saw that on Instagram? Where is it? It doesn't say, I don't think. Well, I'll find it anyways. Drop a like on it. Thanks, Bobby. But yeah, I'm not mad keen on that artwork so far. Very colourful, very bright, and like a fucking Marvel movie. Anthony Shillingford, that's a name. He says, when are you going to focus on statues, especially JND? When I win the fucking lottery and I buy a mansion with like 18 bedrooms and I can turn, 5 bedrooms into just statue rooms and figure rooms and stuff. I ain't got the money or the space for all that business. I wish I did. JND, they're bashing out some sick stuff. But sorry, Anthony, I have no space for such things, and they're very expensive. I'll do my thoughts videos on stuff that I can't get. That's just, chuck them up on the channel, easy money. Alex, do you ever worry about the shelves falling down? No, they're up. They're good and sturdy shelves. They'll be all right. Just don't put anything silly heavy on them. I can't put the Endo Skull by Sideshow on there. It weighs a ton. I can't really put Vampirellis premium format on the shelves. They'd probably come down eventually. But with 1/6 scale figures, you're fine. There's no problems there. Clutch, Dean, do you collect steelbooks from movies? I like to sometimes display them behind my figures. Yeah, man, Clutch, I have lots of steelbooks. All my favorite movies I have pretty much in steelbook form, apart from Dog Soldiers. Don't have that in steelbook yet, but I do have a nice kind of really nice special edition book, German special edition version. That's like a big thick book. But yeah, all the Dark Knight trilogy, the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, the original Star Wars movies, Alien, lots of Marvel steelbooks, lots of other DC steelbooks. I like to have them. And one day, if I do decide to switch to glass cabinets instead of shelves, then I like the idea of displaying a steelbook with the figure instead of the box. So that may not ever happen, but that's an option. I do love steelbooks, though, for sure. Mark in the house. Hey, Mark. He says, hi, mate. Hope you okay. Thanks, Mark. Is that Mark and Irene, Mark? I think so. Hey, Mark. Lord of the Seven Strings. Neil Blomkamp has an upcoming horror film called Demonic. Oh, yeah. That should be interesting. Two Boys and Their Pops pre-order ships in September for Halloween Kills figures. All right. Very cool. And then Night Sight 77 says, like you, I'm trying to sell off part of my collection. Need the funds to acquire new pieces. Besides, many of my figs are just sitting in boxes. All right, man. Well, it's time to sell. Time to sell. It's hard, though, man, to get the ball rolling with that. I mean, I've sold loads of figures in the past, but it's actually getting the motivation to do it and to start that process, because you get a lot of time wasters. I always get frigging time wasters, so that's always disheartening. But I've been thinking about selling stuff for a while. I mean, I need to. I'm still contemplating selling the 89 Batman with a custom wired cape. That's here available if anyone. DX89 Batman Hot Toys with a custom cape and the stock cape, mint condition, pretty much. Lord of the Seven Strings. Speaking of which, any update on your huge potential guest at Two Boys and Their Pops? Oh, he's talking to Two Boys and Their Pops. Yeah. Kevin Litchford, check Instagram when you get a moment. Tagged you in a photo of the new Mezco Joker. All right. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, okay. Is that it? Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Don't know about that. Is that it? The 112 Joker, Gotham by Gaslight version. Yeah, that doesn't look. Yeah, that's not for me. There it is. There you go. No, that is not for me. Not for me at all. But thanks for letting me know about it, Kevin. Jackie says maybe the new reboot might have Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees in the movie. Night Sight. Yeah, Mezco figures are Mezco figures so far are holding up well, and unlike most Hot Toys, they are posable. Of course, it's hard to beat Hot Toys in the head sculpt department. Well, it's just the scale, man, because seriously, I mean, this Freddy alone, and there's so many different heads. That's an incredible head sculpt. And it's 1/12 scale, but the detail on that, insane. Amazing. Great proportions. Just great, man. Absolutely amazing. I'd say Mezco are right on par with Hot Toys. Absolutely, mate. I mean, obviously, they're better than Hot Toys because I've never seen a Mezco figure with any of those problems. See Hot Toys figures all day long. My own collection, I can tell you from personal experience, most of them won't last. It's a damn shame. But yeah, mad respect to Mezco. Two boys and their pops. I heard that Danielle Harris is interested in appearing and maybe in Halloween Ends. Thoughts? I don't have any thoughts on that. I don't get the hype around Danielle Harris. Mind you, she was good in the Rob Zombie movies. She really did do a good job of, she got absolutely mauled. She did well. But I don't really care about the Halloween 4 Danielle Harris stuff. Barely watched it. Lord of the Seven Strings, excellent. Oh, he's talking about Max says Civil War Black Widow is my definitive Black Widow. Fair enough. Two boys and their pops, they surface doing as more. Is that me or someone else? I don't know. Come back. Where'd you go? Right. Laren McMillan says, I'm craving Chinese takeout tonight, but having bratwurst instead. What is your go-to Chinese order if you're into it? I am. Me and Moxie like to have Chinese takeaway a lot. I always get, what's it called? Black bean sauce, beef in black bean sauce, and plain boiled rice with a side helping of special fried chicken wings. Hell yeah. Crispy, delicious, moreish. Give me some more of those chicken wings. I like the chicken wings. Give me the chicken. And that's what I eat. That's what I have. She'll often partake in some chicken chow mein, I think it is, with some ribs, spare ribs. She likes a bit of rib action. And yeah, we partake of the Chinese yummies quite often. I like Indian food, but she doesn't like spicy Indian food, so don't really get to order Indian food very much, which is a shame because I do love me some Indian food. A mixed grill, a chicken tikka, tandoori chicken. Don't get me started. Samosas. I love samosas. If you're in England and you have a Tesco's, which I'm sure most of you do, Tesco's do great samosas. They're little small samosas. They do the meat ones, not so much. There's hardly any meat in them. They do the vegetable ones, toss them. Or they do the chicken samosas. Now, this is where you need to, Iceland. Tesco, we'll get to Iceland in a minute. Tesco's little chicken samosas, little bags they are, about £3.50 a bag. You want to get on them. Don't take long to cook. When you're in you're in a pinch, you need to get something down you pretty quickly. You ain't got long. You can't cook it all day. You want something cooked in about 15-20. So Tesco, chicken samosas. You've been warned. Yeah. Got about 4 left. 4 left in the fridge. They're only little samosas. I've always liked Indian food. Tandoori chicken tikka. Naan bread from the actual restaurants. It's always so much better than when you try and get naan bread from a supermarket. It's just never the same. Ugh. But yeah, love a bit of Indian food. I prefer Indian food to Chinese food. But repercussions, after you eat the Indian food, you'll be, the older you get, the more severe the repercussions seem to be. Won't go into too much detail about that. Lord of the Seven Strings. I'm going to do a video on my channel on my Steelbook collection, as well as my entire film collection in general, and my music doc and DVD. Why not? Exactly. Why not? Do it. Some can't watch it, I'll watch it. Send me a link. Predator Reborn says, or types, Have you heard they are making a new Predator movie called Skull? Yes, I have. It's based before the original Predator movie. The lead actor will be female. Oh, God. Who will encounter a predator? And you've already fucking lost my interest, mate, with that, to be honest. You know, stick up your ass. Not you, Predator Reborn. I know you're just the messenger. I don't mean to shoot you, but you lost me at the new lead actor will be female. Of course she fucking will be. Of course she will. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. It's just I don't know. It's just today things have gone a bit skew here with Predator Reborn laughing. Well, yeah, fuck it. You lost me. I quite like the idea of it being called Skull. That was interesting. I was like, oh, they're taking a risk, you know, calling it Skull. But no, you just lost my interest there, just totally. I'm going to end the chat now. Jackie, all right, see you later, Jackie. Thank you. Thanks for coming. And see you again soon, hopefully. Bert says, I have so many ass hair, my diet. Oh, God. There it comes out. Filtered drinking water. Jesus, that's harsh. That's wrong. That is. And that is the final comment. So, unless you got anything exciting to ask me or to say, then that will pretty much be the end of the stream. What will I do after this? Well, you could play some PlayStation. Or I could. There's different things I could do. I could do some stuff. Come on, people. Come on. I'm relying on you now. I'm out of subjects. It's up to you now to put forth the what's this? Liam Longstaff. He's coming at me with any chicken in the oven tonight, Dean. Oh, let's see. Well, yeah, I probably at some point I'll probably cook a little bit of something, yeah. Have you ever played Left 4 Dead? Says Third Eye. Yeah, I have, man. I love the first Left 4 Dead game. The second one was good because obviously there was more weapons and stuff. But I didn't like the locations in the sequel as much as I did with the first game. The first Left 4 Dead, I love that kind of in the city at night, alleyways, pissing down rain. That was the perfect atmosphere. I know you can't do that the whole way through, but then also in Left 4 Dead, wasn't there some great that farmhouse we had to board up the windows? That was so tense where you were waiting for the horde to come and you had just enough time to board up the windows and you're like all talking to each other on the headset. Is the windows upstairs done? You know, oh, brilliant. And there's a new game coming out from them, isn't there? Called, I forget what it's called now, but it's made by the people who did Left 4 Dead. It's a new game like that. So that's pretty cool. Days Gone, says Mark. Yeah, that game's fantastic. I've completed the story, but I still need to mop up all the different hordes. Do you know what? Maybe I should make myself play that tonight. Just make myself sit the fuck down and just stop working for one bloody evening and just play some video games and try and wrap up. Because I think there's literally, even though I finished the story, there's probably about 25 massive hordes of zombies on that map that I still haven't killed. So yeah. Nothing left to say after that. Oh, yeah. When's the last time you played your guitar? Well, I got an acoustic in the bedroom. I had a little fiddle on that like last night. So last night, I guess. Yeah. Bobby Meek, did you buy the Lost in the Shadows book that came out again by Paul Davis about the making of Lost Boys? Also did Beware the Moon. Oh, he also did Beware the Moon about American Wealth in London. No. Although I think I know what book you're talking about with the Beware the Moon. That looked like a beautiful book. I haven't got that yet. Thanks, Bobby. Man, it's just another thing I need to put on the list. But yeah, awesome stuff. Third Eye says, people still play it. You should see if you can get it for cheap. I've been playing it lately. What Left 4 Dead? Well, it was more fun back in the day when I was playing it because that's when I was playing with all my friends after work. We used to go home and we all meet up on the Xbox 360 playing Gears of War, Modern Warfare, Left 4 Dead. Just good times, man. Good times. Oh, Patrick Thomas. Hey, Patrick Thomas. He says, "Hey, dude, I love your channel. I always come here before I get any Myers collectible stuff. Great reviews." Oh, thanks, Patrick. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Thanks for joining the stream too. Thanks for saying hi. Night Sight 77 says, "I found armor wipes help prevent deterioration on figures with rubber suits. Done it on my old Takara Batman Begins, and it's helped a lot. Also on my Hot Toys Begins fig with good results." Okay, so armor all wipes. Is that is it? You shouldn't have to do that shit though, man. That's why I probably never bother doing that, because I just think, no, why should I have to go out and buy wipes and wipe my figure down so that it doesn't deteriorate and rot? I know it's good if you can do that to help it stop happening, but you shouldn't have to do that shit, man. Hot Toys have had enough practice. They really have, especially with Batman Begins. They've released the same figure now 3 times. The same figure. With a couple of little new accessories. Sometimes they chuck it in and they redesign the box, and people just keep eating it up and just it fucking pisses me off. Yeah. Mark Randolph, sorry, says, I love taking the hordes into enemy camps. Oh, right. What, on Days Gone? I don't think I've ever tried to do that, because they will follow you, won't they? They will. Do you know what? Yeah, because like they always come after you, and then you hit when you're running, you can do the, like in Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead, where you can click the stick and it shows behind you when you're running, and the bloody view of like 500, a sea of zombies right behind you, like reaching distance, fucking terrifying. But I guess you could get on your bike and then slowly kind of lead them somewhere. It'd be great if you could lead them over a cliff, and you just watch them all, just like lemmings, just all go over the cliff. Mad. But Days Gone was great, and it was such good value for money. The story went on forever. Brilliant. Jamie, great stream, Dean. Thanks for answering my questions. Take care, and looking forward to more streams coming up soon, mate. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man, there's more streams on the way. This one's not quite finished yet. We'll see how we go. I've still got energy. Still got it. So we'll see. Goldfinch 88 says, after Halloween ends, Halloween will no doubt get rebooted again in the future. What would you want story-wise from a new movie or TV series? I don't know, man. I don't know. It will all depend. There's no guarantee that after this trilogy of films ends that I'll be interested in the next one, because they might fuck up the mask. You know, if they reboot it and the mask doesn't do it for me, then I won't even be interested. It really is that harsh. I mean, thank God that the mask that Christopher Nelson made for this new trilogy, or the 3 masks he's made, and maybe 4 if you include the flashback, he's absolutely killed it. So that's keeping me interested. I mean, obviously there's other really interesting, cool elements to these more recent Halloween movies. I mean, bringing Laurie Strode back and having all these characters coming back again. The soundtrack being done by John Carpenter and his son, and the other guy who's helping them and stuff. I mean, I can't wait to hear this new soundtrack. I love the Halloween 2018 soundtrack and the original. And I was thinking the other day, I need to get the soundtrack to Escape from New York on CD, because I love that soundtrack, and I want to have it playing just while I'm doing things in here. Just have it playing in the background. Such a great film. And that's John Carpenter as well. He did the soundtrack as well. So yeah. Lord of the Seven Strings. I'm enjoying classic Nintendo right now on Nintendo Switch online trial. Started with Punch Out, then enjoyed some Donkey Kong Country 2. Probably will play Star Fox next. Oh, Star Fox. I remember when that came out. That was a bit of a revolutionary game, wasn't it? I never had the console, that Nintendo at the time. The last Nintendo I had was the NES with Super Mario 1, 2, and 3 on it, and a whole bunch of other games. But that was the last Nintendo system I owned. And then I went on to Sega Mega Drive, then Mega CD. Then after Mega CD, then it was a PlayStation. Then PlayStation 2. Then normal Xbox. Then Xbox 360, then Xbox One, and now PS4 Pro. that brings us up to date. So, Laren, I watched The Cable Guy last weekend after our Jim Carrey discussion. I don't think we mentioned that one last week. Thoughts on it? Ah, cool. Yeah, man, I love The Cable Guy. I remember I saw that at the cinema with a bunch of people who did not enjoy it. They were all so I moved to this area at the time. What year was it 94? Feels like around the 94 sort of time when Cable Guy came out. The Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy is a 1996 film directed by Ben Stiller.
All right, don't rub it in. It's 1996 then. But yeah, 96. So I would have been 15, assuming it came out in the summer sort of time. So I would have turned 16 on Halloween. So I was still, and I'd only, they were into shit music, dance, like bad dance music. I like good dance music, but they were into some real shit. And they were kind of a rough troublemaker type deal gang. And just had no one else to hang out with, so I just started hanging out with them. But I was good because I was always aware I was with them, but I was never really with them. Always managed to get out of there before they started doing anything stupid. But I remember they all went to the cinema and they invited me along, and they said, we're going to go see the new Jim Carrey film, Cable Guy. And I remember I loved it because the soundtrack to Cable Guy was all like Alice in Chains, or Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains did the song. I don't think it was actually Alice in Chains. But there was a bunch of cool songs on the soundtrack to The Cable Guy, which I loved. And I remember every time one of those songs played in the movie, I'd look at them sitting with the row, and they'd just be making faces like, oh, what's this shit? So that was actually one of the last times I ever hung out with them because they did not like that film. I loved it, though. The Cable Guy, it's definitely, was it Ben Stiller directed it? I think. Yeah. But it's great. It's dark, but it's funny. I love it. Yeah, I love The Cable Guy. It's one of my, if I had a top 10 Jim Carrey films, The Cable Guy would be in there, definitely. Not too sure what would be number one with Jim Carrey. I just love Jim Carrey, man. He's a good dude. He seems like a good dude. But yeah, Cable Guy, great stuff. If you haven't seen it, Jack Black was in it back before he really kicked off and got super famous. But yeah, I do love The Cable Guy. Cable Guy. Third Eye, do you still have your NECA Spider Gremlin? Yeah, I do. He's in the loft. Don't know what the fuck to do with him. He seems like, why bother even selling it? Because what did you sell that for? 20 quid? Like, what's the point of going through the trouble and posting it and all that bollocks? That's the kind of thing you sell at a car boot sale or something. But yes, I do still have it. It's a great piece. It's great. It's such an awesome scene in the film. Slayer starts playing. It's badass. It's a great piece. I just don't have the room. If I had a much, much bigger space to work with, I'd have that on display. No problem. Comes with that nice stand to hold it up, and you can position the spider legs wherever you want. It's great. Have Gizmo there. He'd be all right. Kevin Litchford, check Instagram again. Lol. I think you'll like what I tagged you in this time. All right. Kevin, what you got for me? Oh yeah. Go on then. Werewolf action. Yeah, it's the 1/12 scale Cool Models werewolf, and there's two different kinds. You got the blood snow version that's kind of covered in blood. He's got like white fur, and this one's the jungle version. It's more of a dark kind of fur. But yeah, I checked on 16kit.com. They're not up for pre-order yet. And I don't even know what I'm going to do because I know they're not as expensive as 1/6 scale figures, but I'm still not really in a position to get these. But I can't not get them. I have to get them. I really would be upset if I missed the chance to own these two bad boys. Look at that. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm going to, as soon as I can, I'm going to try to pre-order them and then I'll worry about it later. But yeah, Kevin Litchford, absolutely very excited about those. They look great. I did a my thoughts video on that werewolf, folks, on the channel just recently, so check it out if you haven't seen it, with all the pictures. Liam Longstaff, hey Liam, he says, Dean, do you ever see yourself slimming down your, I thought you were talking about my weight then. I was like, oi, hey, cheeky. Do you ever see yourself slimming down your collection to things that you just really love, like DC and Halloween?
Well, there may come a time where the choice is taken away from me and it just has to happen. You never know. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll just have to see what the future brings, man. I mean, I do need to start selling things because I've got no space and I can't really afford to buy anything new unless I do sell something. So I've got to be sensible and just sell some shit. I don't know. Lord, play some Days Gone and kill some zombies. Might do that. Smoke a little weed. Shoot some zombies in the face. It's Friday night. Third Eye. It sells for 200, 300, Dean. Lol. What does? Oh, what? What, the Spider Gremlin sells for 200 to 300? What, dollar? Shit. I should sell it then. Yeah. Really? That's mental. And thanks for letting me know, Third Eye. Look it up. You look it up. Telling me to look it up. No, I'm joking. Thanks, man. Well, let me have a look on eBay then. See what eBay's doing. eBay UK NECA Spider Gremlin. What we got? Okay. Yeah, Jesus. Brand new in the UK, £199.99, £200. From the United States, brand new, £276. Jesus. Yeah, they're all like 200 this, 200 that, 250, 230. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Does anyone want to buy a Spider Gremlin? I got one. Don't want it anymore. Yeah. If I was going to get one Gremlin at the moment, I'd get that one. The Lady Gremlin from Gremlins 2. But yeah, I need to sell my Spider Gremlin. Or if anyone, like I said, if anyone's watching who wants one, reach out, get in touch, talk to me. Talk to me. I've got mine for sale for 270. Oh, nice. Wanted to make the same prediction. That's the last comment I got. That's the last of it. I have to sort out this laptop after this. For fuck's sake. Oh, almost done 3 hours. We'll let it get to 3 hours and then we'll wrap it up. 3 hour live stream. Nothing wrong with that. You got your money's worth. It's free. So here's the irony. No super chats. Nothing. Right. Yeah, sweet. We'll just let the clock run out. 3 hours. Yeah. Shooting hoops lately, Dean, at all? From Liam Longstaff. No, not physically. Me and my friend Matthew, who used to go play basketball all the time, we kind of got into playing PlayStation basketball. We started a series on NBA 2K20, like series of like 10 games. So the first 10 games was series 1, and now we're quite into series 2. 4-1 to me, 4 games to 1. So yeah, need to actually get my ass back on the basketball court. But I am getting exercise though, because I've been riding my bike to various places and stuff. That keeps me going. Iron Logan says, "Hey mate, just hopped on. Would love to host you on my new show, Posed Up, and what's this? On my new show, Posed Up, and chat one day on a live stream. Post up and ask you some questions about collecting. Should be keen." All right, cheers, Iron Logan. Thanks for joining, by the way. Reach out, talk to me. We see what we can do there. Irene in the house. Hey, Irene. Yeah, Irene. She says, Dean, I've ordered the Evil Ash limited edition. It's got a woman's head with it too. Yeah, Linda. Oh, that's it, Linda. Lovely. Yeah, the Asmus Toys Evil Dead 2 Deluxe, Super Deluxe, luxury version. Very nice. Very nice. Lord of the Seven Strings. Cheers, everyone. Had fun. Keep rocking. Keep rolling, as I always say on my channel. Yeah. Well, we've done the 3 hours. So say your goodbyes, folks. And I will catch you during the week with more videos and next Friday again for another live stream. Yeah. Cool. 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 Yes. So this is where we find ourselves on a Friday night. Oh, that looks like Russian or something. What's that? Nedisi Croy. Liam says it's been a good one, Dean. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It's been all right, isn't it? We had what's that? Oh, is that two little Teletubbies waving to each other in the little picture? Oh, Max. Giving it all that, hey? They are turning Barney into a horror movie. Oh, that'd be funny. Barney's back. Buddy's pissed off. Oh, Barney. I think we get Barney in the UK, maybe. I don't know. No, I never really. I know of him. He's a big pink dinosaur, purple dinosaur, pink, purple, one of them. Yeah, Barney, Barnabas Rex. So fun. Thanks, man. See you next week. Cheers, Laren. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you next week. Not if I see you first. Eh? Oh, it's in the back of the head. You never know when I might jump out and stab you with an imaginary knife. No, nonsense. I wouldn't do that. Watch a Nick Cave movie this week. Watch a Nicolas Cage movie this week. Well, I still haven't seen that one he did. Mandy? Is that what it's called? The really messed up one? I haven't seen that yet. It's not on Netflix, I don't think. Mark, what did you make of the Banana Splits and Willy's Wonderland? What is that? That's what did you make of the Banana Splits and Willy's Wonderland? I have no idea. No idea. What videos do you have planned for next week? Well, I'll tell you, Dylan Hicks. I'm not sure. As of this time right now, I'm not sure what's coming. But you can bet your hindquarters that I'll come up with something. That's the problem, really, because I can't afford to buy everything that comes out. Some folks buy every single fucking thing that comes out. I can't do that. So I have to think. I come in this room and sometimes I just stand here and I look around and think, what can I do today? I need to do something. I need to keep the videos going. I need to keep the channel going. What do I do? I've already reviewed it all and I've already re-reviewed everything recently with the new cameras and all that stuff. What am I going to do? So I'll have to figure that one out. But I always come up with something. So that's what will happen. You'll get some stuff. You'll get some videos. You'll get some stuff. Like I said, it's been a while since I've shown some love to my Mezco figures. Could do a little Mezco special. Not that I've got a huge collection of Mezco stuff, but I've got the Freddy, the Pennywise, the Myers. Right, review the Hot Toys preview pics. I think I already did, didn't I? I mean, I've done my thoughts video. I've done a lot of my thoughts videos this past week. I did 3 in one day. I was going to bed, and then they announced they released the pictures for that XE Batman suit and the what was the other one? 2 big Hot Toys announcements. What bollocks? What was it? It's on my phone. Oh, Cyborg, yeah. Well, I had to do a video on Cyborg. That was a no-brainer. I was about to go to bed when that came out. And I was like, oh man, better do Cyborg. That looks great though, man. We didn't talk about Cyborg, did we? That looks like it could be an absolutely awesome figure. Very, very nice. And I remember I put a post on Instagram because I was watching Big Bang Theory, and I always know what Sheldon's t-shirts mean or what what the logo is, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what the hell. Oh damn it! See that logo on his t-shirt? But a bunch of people responded, and now I know. But I've never seen the show that it's from. Yeah. So the number 333. It says, under the influence of the number 333, you will be encouraged to speak your truth in all situations. This will help you become more in tune with who you truly are and will lead you to a place of true peace and inspiration. Bollocks. Bollocks. I just like the number 3. So I put 3 of them because 2 3s was taken, 1 3 was taken, but 3 3s was up for grabs. So that's the love this werewolf picture. Posted that on Instagram. I'm not sure who did it, but it's a really cool picture. Crawling on all fours through the woods, big glowing eyes, scary as fuck. Yes, sir. I mean, out of all the fictitious creatures and psychos and monsters, there's nothing more scary than a werewolf. That's why I don't understand why more people don't make werewolf movies, because it has the potential to be the most frightening thing ever put on film. I know it's hard to do, it's difficult, but werewolves are just absolutely terrifying. That's the howling werewolf right there. That's one of my favorite werewolf designs. NECA need to jump on that. Yeah. Yeah. And someone did this artwork of Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, but it really looks like Debbie Harry Blondie. It really looks like Debbie Harry. It's great artwork though, really nice. Max Hammer says, "Right, review the Hot Toys preview." Oh yeah. Dylan Hicks then says, "How about some figure fighting poses? 2 figures in a fighting pose, three poses per figure, and keep that going until you have got through all of your figures." Something interesting, I guess. I do think about that sometimes. I often think, just if you're stuck for a video to do, just take 2 characters and just pose them up in a fight and make a little video on it. But it's more work. It's more work than it sounds, to be honest. I mean, I always have good intentions, but then I get the figure down on the desk and I start trying to pose them together, and then one won't balance and one will, and it's just it's just having the time. But yeah, man, it's a good idea, Dylan. I'll maybe do a little fight video for someone. Maybe just Myers versus someone. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you could certainly do like Myers versus Freddy and Jason versus. I've never really done a pose session with Jason versus Myers. I mean, there's something you could do easy. I've got the diorama by Glenn Page, The Alleyway. I was talking to Glenn Page about maybe working on a new diorama together. I want to come up with something cool. So we'll talk about that. Me and him in the future, and bringing stuff like that. It's going to be cool. Talking about the stream deck, I'm super excited for that. And then Dylan says, Cyborg and Prime 1 Linda Carter Wonder Woman ordered from me. Oh man, do you order that Wonder Woman figure? The Linda Carter one looks beautiful, that statue. So nice. So nice. Only the deposit on each, so hopefully they take a long time to release, because I'm not ready for them now. Yeah, I know that feeling. And then Ethan Wood, what would you do if Hot Toys made Michael Myers figures? I'd probably buy it, wouldn't I? I'm very curious to see what something like that would look like. I would, like I've said, I'd love to see Hot Toys do Freddy Krueger. I just think, with a head sculpt that detailed, Hot Toys, JC Hong and all those guys would do sick work on that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how Pennywise sells. If Pennywise sells out, sells really well, then obviously they're going to think, ooh, maybe we should do some more horror. Or if Pennywise is lukewarm upon release and doesn't do very well, then we're probably not going to see much more horror from Hot Toys. This is the test. Little test run. So, I mean, but it's not the end of the world. We got loads of other companies giving us horror now. So, pretty cool. Dylan, yeah, I love your diorama, but after seeing Toys of Arkham's Toys of Arkham get a new one, you should definitely get a new diorama. Bring new life to your pictures. Yeah. Well, that diorama that Glenn made for Toys of Arkham, that's an epic one, man. That's a rooftop with like multi-layers, multi-levels, I think. Smoke coming out of the chimneys, scenery of like the skyline in the background. It's ridiculously good, man. It's even got a night vision logo hidden on the wall, which was a beautiful touch. I was surprised when I saw that. But yeah, Glenn Page he really pulled out all the stops with that diorama, man. It's beautiful, beautiful work. So much to look at, and I haven't even seen all of it. But check out Toys of Arkham on Instagram if you want to see what I'm talking about, folks. Toys of Arkham, amazing. Laren, do you have the 7-inch Jungle Hunter Predator? Maybe you could review that. I don't have that. I was tempted once. It was in my local HMV. They had one, but they were charging a bit too much for it. They wanted like £40, £45 for it. And I thought I can get that for 30 on eBay somewhere. But I didn't get it. But it did look fantastic. But I've already covered when it comes to Predator, man. I got the 2 quarter scale Predator Preds, one masked, one unmasked, and I got the Hot Toys Jungle Hunter, the original. So I'm all good for Predators at the moment. Liam Longstaff, indica or sativa? Oh, that's weed, isn't it? I don't know. It's just whatever the hell my mate gives me. It's not like that over here in England, really. You just get what you're given and hope that it's not been grown out of a shoe somewhere or something. 16 Cave in the house. He says, "Hi Dean, did you see the Merkin's new music video featuring Mike Myers?" No, I have no idea. Maybe send me a link to that if you can, somewhere. I'll check it out. Ethan, they are making another Friday the 13th reboot. Are they? Yeah. Okay. Fair dues. But do you like farts? I love farts. I don't like smelling them at all, but I do like hearing them. I like hearing a fart. Nothing chuckles me more than rectal gas discharge letting off. I could go into stories, but I won't. I'll leave it. Some things are best left private. But I'm no stranger to the guff. No. I mean, hold on. He won't be watching. He won't mind. Let's see. Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Oh, you stupid phone. Oh, brilliant. Classic. Absolutely brilliant. One more time, folks. Brilliant. That's just one of many. I didn't do that, but you know, not my work. So there you go, Bert. Beat you at your own game. You weren't expecting that, were you? No. Got to get up pretty early in the morning. If you want to catch me out. Max says, "Begone, troll." All right, he's talking to Bert. Well, he tried, but I answered back with a well, Dylan Hicks. Well, Dean, I'm off. Have a yeah, Dylan Hicks. The fart was the final straw. It's like, nah, I'm out. That's enough for me. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Not for everyone. Acquired taste. Laren McMullen says, "Have you seen the movie Grandma's Boy? It's about a video game tester who smokes weed. You could perhaps relate to it." Lol. I have not heard of that. Grandma's Boy. No. Not heard of it. And that's it. We are all done. 3 hours and 15 minutes of absolute bollocks. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Just hold this. I feel like a fucking rock star. Hello, Wembley.
Are we really done? Fair enough. I think the farts soured it, to be honest. Oh, are we really done? Fair enough. I think the farts soured it, to be honest. Oh, hello. Predator Reborn. Super chat. He says, here's a little appreciation to say thanks for all the videos and streams you do, mate. Really enjoy the content. Have a brew and a biscuit on me. You little bugger, eh? Look at that. £5. That'll go in the tally. That goes all towards the end of the month. So thank you, Predator Reborn. Quite like holding this. Feel important. Give us a freestyle, Dean. My name's Dean Knight and I am the best. If you don't believe me, put me to the test. That's about what I got. That's enough, isn't it? That's enough. I collect 1/6 and 1/4 too. If you don't believe me, put it in a stew. I don't know. I should probably go. It's taking a turn, isn't it? It's gone a bit left. 25 people. It's dwindling now. Oh, 20, 28. We've got another 3 just like that. Hello. Oh, 20, 29. We've got another one. Bars. Yeah, dropping bars. Absolutely. I mean, it might inspire me if I just do that. Be like, no. See you later. Thanks a ton. All right. Hint taken. Straight bars. Straight bars. Yeah, I'm not much of a. We'll leave it. Won't go there. All right, I'm gonna go before I really screw this up. Thanks, Predator Reborn, for the super chat. It's nice when that happens. Doesn't happen very often. I watch other people do live streams and they're getting literally. We watched a movie and Dave McGray and all these people, and they're getting like $50 super chats, $100 super chats, like every 2 minutes, like money. And I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell, I sit here for 3.5 hours. I get, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but do you think we will ever get the Aliens Ripley Hot Toys? Well, we got one from the first movie, so I love that one. They nailed that. It's one of their best. But as far as redoing an Aliens one, they've already done Aliens years and years ago, but maybe they'll do it again. Ethan, see you, Dean. Nickin hanging out with you. I used to say nice hanging out with you, but the phone probably changed it or whatever. Yeah, all right, guys, I better wrap it up. But thank you again, Predator Reborn. Thank you to all of you for hanging out with me for 3 hours and 19 minutes. Honestly, guys, it doesn't go unnoticed. You guys are always coming up on the Friday live streams and you give up your time and you sit here with me and we talk stuff. It's great, man. Appreciate it. And I'll be back with you next Friday and I'll see you during the week with more videos. And thank you to Dylan Hicks for some ideas on videos. He wants to see some fighting poses. I'll see what I can do about that. And like I said, quite tempted to do a little Mezco special or something. Got some Mezco stuff around here, so see what I can do with that. And I'll see you real soon. Honestly, guys, thank you so much. You're all awesome, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks again, and yeah, have a good week. Well, it's Friday, isn't it? Have a good weekend. Hopefully, most of you don't have to work on the weekend, and you can just enjoy it. My girlfriend has to work this weekend, all weekend. So she's done the whole week and then the weekend and now the whole week again. So she's got to do like all this time. I miss her. I'll see her again soon. Anyway, night, Dean, says Liam. Max, Nedesy Croy, Irene, 16 Cave, Third Eye, Ethan, The Shape 78. He says, do you think we'll ever get the alien? Oh, yeah, I did that one. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, we'll get an Aliens Ripley at some point. See you later, The Shape. And thank you, everybody. All right, I'm going to go. See you later. Bye-bye.